Butters and Black Soap offers high-quality, handcrafted butters, black soaps, and oils made with all-natural ingredients that improve the appearance of hair, skin, and nails. Try Butters and Black Soap's amazing collection of African black soaps sourced from Ghana and infused with ingredients such as turmeric, oatmeal, sea moss, coconut milk, activated charcoal, and more to promote healthy-looking skin. Say goodbye to dry, cracked skin with the Sea Moss Body Cream by Butters and Black Soaps. This non-greasy formula will leave your skin soft and supple. If you want to achieve a natural, healthy glow, try one of their whipped Shea butters. Indulge in the luxurious feel of African black soaps and more by Butters and Black Soap. Shop now at www.butters.blacksoap.com. Use custom code WISDOM for a 15% discount. Shop now. Family picnic. That's just me having a little bit of fun. I've been having a great week. And we got a great show lined up for you guys. So let me see who's in the building. Shout out to all the Wisdom ambassadors and the Wisdom VIPs. Let's see who got here first. It was 313, the best side said, oh yeah, LOL. Miss Jackie's in the building. Zen Soul said, great evening, WD in chat. This is going to be a great live. Who you telling? You ain't said nothing but a word. We got a whole bunch to talk about on this evening. You need a solution too, said not talking to text him. She should ask for the log. I got Harriet Timmons in the building. Onisha Jones said, hey, Wisdom. And everyone, abscess goes on the tooth. Get it pulled on Monday. I am drinking at the picnic. Come on with it. Listen, you ain't the only one who's a little bit lit at the picnic. I can't blame it on the night bot tonight because your girl might have had a little drink or two before we got started. I'm just saying. I've had a really great week. Shout out to all of you who've been tuning in to the radio show 92.7 WKR AFM. I appreciate you guys tuning in on the live. This is a new opportunity that I was presented with. Really excited about it. Had a really great week straight out the gate. And so those of you who have been supporting, I appreciate it. The radio show is being live streamed to the YouTube channel here on I Am Wisdom's Daughter. And so if you missed it, you can go ahead and check it out. We're going to be getting into some relationship stuff next week. So tune in for that. Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. MMPD's finest said, I'm here for the picnic. Superlicious is here. She said, hello and happy Friday. Nosy Body in the building. Pecan Tan said, I'm here for the picnic. Let's go. King June Poetry is in the building with Uncle Willie. He said, oh no, he said Uncle Willie ain't coming today. He found out that I planned a trip to ATL for that Nesto trial and am not going to pay his way. I know he's in the bushes. So we got Uncle Willie in the bushes. He ain't come to the picnic because he mad because he can't get a trip to ATL. Uncle Willie, I will pay for your ticket if you want to come to ATL. You give me a call, okay? Nosy Body said, I read that the state of Georgia is in a state of emergency due to the water break. Anybody else heard that? Yes, ma'am, indeed. It was declared a state of emergency. Thank God the majority of the repairs have been made. And so water has been primarily restored to hospitals, to restaurants, government buildings, and so forth. It took about a week. Definitely took about a week. So, and 2 of Megan Thee Stallion's shows were canceled. So, because of that, because there was no water, but we are in our recovery phase and we're doing okay. Tony B is in the building, said, good evening, Ken. I brought a pan of Dre's peach cobbler for the picnic. Tony, I need you to cut me a slice of that peach cobbler, put some whipped cream on top and get me a glass of milk and I'm ready to go. Lorenda Smith Stanford, how you doing? Queen is in the building. Tanya Lee, tell the truth. Yo mama. We got some new people. I got Sharon T. Leonard. AI, where you been? Greetings, Wisdom in chat. Janine, Mary Mills, Miss Keita B954. Snoopalicious, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, great job on the radio show. Keep up the good work. Your girl is doing big things. God is good. God is blessing. And so I am just riding the wave and I appreciate your support. Laskia Elder in the building. Silver and Gold. Eve B. Love the shop. 1212. All right, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. Juju D. I see you. All righty. So finally, we hear a call where Shirley is questioning Nesto. Well, first of all, she rarely asks questions or that what we've heard. And so finally, she's asking, in my opinion, the right question. Babe, who you been talking to? Because I put $100 on your books and on the phone, and I noticed that it's down to $30. Like who Who you been talking to? It's so interesting. I don't know if phone calls from prison heard my pleas, but I've said it before. I wondered if Shirley noticed that the money on the phone was going down. And we're gonna hear Nesto's BS response to her question because he definitely was caught with his pants down, and he gonna come up with some cockamamie story as to why the money on the phone went down. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Sonia's dream. I actually found an article that I found to be really good that gives an interpretation potentially of that dream. And we're also going to talk about Boneytail feeling like leftovers. And I'm not surprised. When you're a side chick, you're a side. You're not a main. So yeah, I could understand how you would feel like leftovers. So we're gonna get into all that. I see you, Reggie Moore's in the building. He said, "Hey, WD and chat." He's in the building. Kathy Simpson, I am a member. Thank you so much for the membership, Kathy Simpson. And on that note, thank you for helping me segue into the next part of what I am doing here. So just to remind everybody, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I am Wisdom's Daughter. You can also follow me on YouTube at Bad Girls Talk. That is the new channel that's going to be launching soon. And if you have not already done so, become a member. You can become a Wisdom Ambassador. It's $2.99 a month, or you can become a Wisdom VIP for $7.99 a month. Join now. And when you click on the join link, it will tell you about all the perks and what you get as a member. And I will be putting out a post in just after the live in just a little while to all the Wisdom VIPs for some special information for you guys in regards to a perk that you all get. Okay, I've been trying to figure out how to get this information to you, and I realized the best way to do it is to do a community post just to you. All right, this will allow you some information that will give you greater interaction during the chat. And when you see that post, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, all right, so let's get started with our show. And we're going to start with, let's start with bad dream. I think we're going to start there. That's the shortest. That's the shortest of all the videos. So we're going to start there. Alrighty. So Sonia had a bad dream. That's where we're going to start. All right. And then I'm going to read some of this article to share with you what her dream could have potentially meant. So we'll get into that. And hope you guys had a great week and that you're having a great Friday. All right. We got peach cobbler at the picnic, courtesy of Tony B. All right. I also brought some strawberry shortcake, but I'm not sharing. So Nightbot, don't be messing with me on tonight. Take their drink orders. That's all I need you to do. Find out what people want to drink tonight, whether it's Coca-Cola or champagne, whatever they want. Find out what they want. But I ain't messing with you tonight. All right. So Sonia had a bad dream. Here we go.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I know you're in the bathroom.
I'm in the bathroom. That is bad.
It's 8:30. You used to be up, riding, talking shit.
I only slept for maybe an hour. I had a dream that woke me up, and I haven't been back to sleep since.
Oh, what kind of dream was that? It was good?
No, I was going in on this white dude about your ass, and I was trying to.
I'm not surprised Sonia had a dream about a white dude. I'm just saying, not surprised at all. Not surprised at all. Black Lilith in the building. Onisha Jones, I see you.
To get to you, but he was trying to stop me. So he stopped.
I think YouTube also needs a drink. Somebody get a glass for YouTube and for this video that ain't wanting to stream properly.
He put his thumb.
All right, y'all. Sounds like it's going to be one of those nights. So I'm going to have to
In my back, and I actually felt that shit and woke up because I felt the pain in my back, and I got up, and then I was like, man, I'm up. I never went back to sleep. Yeah. This is crazy. I've been up every. I think I got an hour of sleep last night.
Are you trying to figure your dream out? You trying to figure?
Harriet says she got yellow watermelon, y'all. If y'all have never tasted yellow watermelon where the meat is actually yellow, baby, y'all are missing out. Okay. We have a little farmers market over here that has the yellow watermelon and it is delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Your dream out?
No, I just could never go back to sleep. This is what I did. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna go back to bed. And I was trying to go back to where I was at in the dream and get his ass, but I couldn't go back. I couldn't fall back asleep to go back to the dream.
Damn,
I
done had them dreams last week. I know what
really?
you're talking about. Yeah, trying to get back to that dream. Trying to
I was trying to get back to his ass. I was like, I was like, oh, he about to get this. And so I was trying. I could not go back to sleep.
Well, so what was the problem?
I'm just overconsumed. I'm overconsumed.
Oh, talking about the dream?
Period.
Sonia's right about that being overwhelmed. She said overconsumed, but I think what she meant was overwhelmed. And we'll talk about that in the interpretation of this dream. So she had a dream that someone grabbed her by the neck. They put their arm around her. They put their thumb in her back, potentially a knife. She wasn't sure. But the pain was so bad it woke her up.
That's why I dreamt the shit.
Oh, well, you did say can't wait till I get out.
What did I say?
You said you can't wait till I get out. No worries. I have dreams about you all the time.
You don't lie.
Yeah, I do. No, I don't either. I have some good dreams all the time. Yep, all the time. Yeah, all the time. So I ain't lying. Yep.
Right.
I haven't had a bad dream yet, even the ones I don't understand. So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Yeah, really? You never talk about them, but I guess.
Well, I talk about them because, see, for one thing, their dreams.
People be in your business.
And that too. That is true. That is a lot going on.
People in your business.
Yeah, sometimes I have to really think about you, what you got going on in your life, and your sickness and all that. And it calm me down, put me right on sleep.
Thinking about her sickness calms him down. I don't even know if Nesto thinks about the things that comes out of his mouth, but that was a little weird.
So
thinking about my sickness puts you to sleep.
No, sexiness.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Really?
It's okay, Bonitail. I thought he said sickness too. Mushmouth over here talking about some sexiness. Well, sickness and sexiness is the same word to him.
That's probably Pinocchio. You're probably mad at goddamn Pinocchio. That's probably what it was.
Oh no, I think it was. The guy looked more like your prosecutor without a beard. That's what it was.
Nesto always makes stuff about him. I found that funny.
That's what I was trying.
Oh.
He thinks that she's having this dream because she's so worried about him and thinking about him getting out. She is consumed.
But he didn't have a. He didn't have a beard. He just had the mustache. He was actually like 10 years older than what he looked like in real life.
Oh, well.
Yeah. And I was trying to get back. I was kicking his ass, but I couldn't get back to sleep. Damn it.
Oh.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay. Well, I'll call you back after a while.
Okay, after a while.
All right, love you. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're gonna be just fine. Everything gonna be good.
I'll be fine.
So, love you too.
All right, well. Call me later.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
I love how he's always telling everybody that they'll be fine. I love it. Old school Nixie in the building. I see you, Queen. I love how he tells everybody, you'll be just fine. All right. Well, Nesto, that's my word for you. You'll be just fine. Okay. When you go to this When he goes to his next trial, I believe Pam Esquire said that it's in October sometime. I don't remember the date offhand, but his trial, and when they finally do his plea and all of that is going to be in October. So just remember, okay, you'll be just fine. Anyway.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
Your
Nesta, don't ask Sonya no
dream,
questions. She sleeps, she in the bed. We already know.
it's getting ready to break through in a minute. Everything gonna be okay.
He's telling her everything's gonna be okay. He's getting a breakthrough. Okay. Everything's gonna be Linda Gibbs, everything gonna be just fine. Okay. According to Nesto, everything gonna be just fine. Whatever you're going through, everything gonna be just fine. I hope Nesto remembers that when he goes to his next trial. And I'm not sure what's happening with YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people that are live tonight. But anyway,
I'm your prosecutor in my dreams.
Yeah,
He's playing dirty. Why are you playing dirty?
Yeah, that's what it
Oh,
is.
bastard. I was trying to choke him out. I kept talking mad shit. I felt that in my back. I felt that shit and woke right up.
Ain't that amazing how you can feel
Sit down.
pain feel so fucking real?
Stuck his finger all in my back and he had my back just jump. My ass jump. Out of my face.
They were pushing you in your back?
Well, I had him by the neck and then he had me by the shoulder, but then he had put his arm around my back and then he started to, I don't know if he stabbed me or whatever, but whatever it was very sharp and it like went in my rib cage and it made me jump. And then I jumped out my sleep from the pain. I felt the pain of it all. And then I'm like, I'm going back to sleep, kick his ass. I was trying to go back to sleep, kick his ass. And I couldn't even get back to sleep. I stayed up the rest of the night. Oh, gosh. So very disgusting. Yes,
You hear that humming dogs in the phone?
yeah, I hear it. I hear that humming. You know, all cars are monitored.
Oh.
Quality and insurance. All calls are monitored because we're trying to catch one of y'all in there slipping. All calls are monitored.
Oh, you funny.
We need all the information we can get. All calls are monitored. Quality. Damn, my back hurt when he did. Look at your prosecutor's butt, man. My back hurt. Right where he got me. How is that possible? Right in that spot when he poked me. It was real. The fuck? And then listen, because I need quiet. I can't sleep with this bird that lives outside my window on a fucking tree. Every night, all he does is make freaking noise. And as soon as like 7 o'clock hit, he goes. So I'm just stuck listening to this fucking bird. Hey, it's off. 7 o'clock on the radio.
The bird might be talking to you.
Man, that bird's gonna get shot. That's what's gonna happen to that bird. That bird's crazy. It's right outside every night outside my window. Every night. That shit is annoying, you know. cats, because you know there's a lot of cats over there because they keep feeding the cats. So the cats was fighting too. All you heard was chirp, chirp, chirp. Like, what the fuck's going on outside? Cats fighting, birds chirping. Sound like the nature center. The hell?
Yes,
I said I only slept for like an hour last night. I've been up all night stressing.
Oh, you need to go sleep. Don't stress.
I need to go to sleep. I need to go back to my dream.
She wants to go back into her sleep to beat up whoever it was that she was fighting in her sleep. Okay. And I really don't know what the situation is with the birds at night. I'm very familiar with birds chirping early in the morning, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, but at nighttime, I think Sonia might be a little confused. She might be a little bit confused about what time of the day it is. I'm not sure. But anyway, um she want to swoop back into her dream, and I'm gonna go ahead and swoop into this article because I found it very interesting. So let me go ahead and share that instead. All right, because StreamYard is acting up. All right, so this is from wellbeing.com. It says dreams of being attacked. What is your subconscious telling you? So dreams of being attacked or attacking someone or something are very common, though they often create a sense of unease or anxiety. It's worth remembering that dreams are usually played out in highly symbolic ways, meaning that your dreams are not always literal. So rarely is real violence a concern. However, if you have experienced a traumatic event, attack dreams that repeatedly play out your own experience can be symptomatic of PTSD. And then it says these kinds of dreams are very often unresolved internal conflict, but can also be exploring what it means to do harm or be harmed, usually in a psychological sense. Dreams about being attacked often relate to feelings of your own vulnerability. While they may be disturbing to experience, attack dreams are often exploring sources of pain or control in order to be released from it. Attack dreams can often represent the way we symbolically attack ourselves. Harsh self judgment, self sabotaging behaviors, and unrealistic expectations of yourself can all lead to attacking themes in dreams. Now, one thing, it's possible that Bonytail might feel like, she's just tired of being in this cycle of kind of like how Shirley felt when she said, I'm tired of all this jail stuff. I'm tired of the jail stuff. I'm tired of the books and putting money on the books and money on the phone and call this one and that one. So it's very possible that Sonia feels the same way or has some type of similar feelings where she's expressing in her dreams how she's feeling in reality. She said that she feels consumed. And I was picking on her earlier, but she might have been what she said when she said consumed. She's consumed with this case. For a long time, she was, consumed with just this idea of Nesto getting out and the realization now that that might not be the case. She was also consumed with the idea of her being with Nesto, right? So let's see what else it says. Recognizing this occurring is the first step toward changing your internal monologue towards a more positive and supportive one. You may also be in a situation in waking life where you are feeling someone has the ability to hurt you in some way. Boom. Sonia is very insecure, especially in the pseudo relationship with Nesto. She often feels like she's not good enough. We're going to get into it in just a minute because one of the other videos we're going to look at, she actually says to, or the caption that Phone Calls from Prison put up there, which has to be related to something Sonia said. She says, I feel like leftovers. And so, she's not feeling secure in this relationship. She's, potentially feeling like all this may be for naught, that Nesto may get out and go right back to his wife. And so what else? Let's see. This could also come in the form of criticism, lies about you, claiming credit for your work, seeking to damage your good reputation. Well, I don't think that applies. Or various other scenarios. Consciously recognizing this and learning how to deal with the situation could be why this dream is occurring for you. Sometimes attacking occurs in dreams because you are the one inflicting pain on someone else in life, perhaps without even realizing it. Noticing a conscious level Noticing at a conscious level this is happening may be one of the meanings of this dream for you. Attack dreams are also often about issues of control, whether that may be self-control or coercion, to outright manipulation by another. And I do believe that Sonia has and continues to be manipulated to some degree by Ernest Williams. Even if you feel you're in complete control of your life, you may still have an attacking dream because deep down you could be waging a war to stay in control and fear what would happen if you lost it. Again, I think this also applies to Sonia because the fact that Nesto's in jail, she visits him, she puts money on his book, she calls him, she wants to feel needed. She needs to be needed by Nesto, and so she calls his people. She's giving him advice. He's calling her coach. She might be feeling like she's kind of slipping or losing that control of that status in his life. It may help to consider if there is something in your life that you need to get rid of. Yeah, you might want to get rid of Nesto, period. Just stop calling, stop visiting him, just be done with it. Perhaps a behavior or belief that you've outgrown. You may be attacking your own fears, doubts, or prejudices. So to eliminate them is a good thing. And remember, she's fighting, or in her dream, she's fighting the prosecutor. And so that might be her unconscious way of feeling like she wants victory. She feels like he's corrupt. And in her dream, instead of her overcoming the prosecutor overcomes her. So I I personally feel that dreams can be very prophetic. You don't have to be a psychic or a clairvoyant or any of those things for things to come to you in your dreams. And I think her dream is very prophetic in the fact that she was waging war against the prosecutor overcame her, and when she woke up, all she wanted was to go back into the dream to keep fighting, but that opportunity was lost. And so, there's no more opportunity to fight. It's basically over. That's my interpretation. Y'all tell me what you guys think. I will link this article in the description box because there's a lot more here. It's pretty interesting. I'm just not going to go through the whole thing right now. So you guys tell me what you think. Black Lilith said, I agree with that. Unfortunately, nearly a year later, she still wants Nasty Nesto to be her man. Yeah, some people just don't learn. And I think she's one of them. She just don't learn. So, all right, we're going to jump right.
They go on to talk about whether or not Shirley will leave him. Nesto.
If YouTube lets us, we're going to go right into the next video. If it lets us. And I'm going to shut down some of these videos.
He says he was never confronted by Shirley about Sonia. Take a listen.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
Hi, what's going on?
Huh?
I said, what's going on?
Well, sorry, they just not bring me back from over there.
Oh,
I'm just back sitting that fucking sale from
all damn day.
all motherfucking day, and then the niggas was stank so bad smoking them damn strips.
They were smoking in there?
Yeah, they be smoking out there and pulling kind of that's some kind.
Nesto, you're in jail, boo boo. It's not a hotel. You in jail. It ain't a hotel. Jet Black said, I think she enjoys the attention, good or bad. I remember in an early call, Nesto mentioned she was trying to do her YouTube thing. Yeah, she tried. Jet Black straight. It didn't work out. It just didn't. Sonia has a hard time completing things. She starts a lot of things, but her follow through is it's definitely problematic. It leaves a lot to be desired. All right. So yeah. And So does YouTube. YouTube is leaving a lot to be desired right now with this video. So Auntie Eva's in the building. How you doing, Auntie Eva? Good to see you. All right.
Boy, tore that damn jail up. I'm talking about them niggas were getting so much time. It was ridiculous. I'm talking about they were laughing at 40 years.
What? You said it was laughing at 40 years.
Man, them niggas was laughing at that shit when they. I told 20. No, I had to take 20 because.
Yes, 313. YouTube be tripping every now and again. I'm actually closing out the other windows that I have open. It's a Friday, typical of a Friday. Everybody's on YouTube.
I said, y'all niggas, y'all going to jail?
They just don't care. What the fuck?
Man, this.
How was they living before jail? That's what you be wondering. Is they okay with jail?
Bro,
I need that.
That shit.
Go ahead. I'll put it.
Who are you talking?
No, I'm talking to Sydney. She had to ready for work. I did her hair, so I'm on the phone. Clean up so she can.
All the way out there. I got to get me another lawyer because I got all the way.
You said you got all the way up there. What? Go ahead. You said you got. Go ahead. Sit down to it. You said you got all the way up there. What happened?
I got to get me another lawyer because after this here, I'm gonna say Wednesday. Got to call down there and ask that for get to see who's gonna be my full defender for this go around.
Nesto said he needs another lawyer, but sir, who's gonna pay for this lawyer? Who is going to pay for all these lawyers? Because Shirley is over here going bankrupt and damn near homeless with no car, trying to help him out. Now this call is from July 10th, 2023, so it's been a year now since he's been incarcerated. And if I'm not mistaken, Phone Calls from Prison has a video behind the paywall on her Patreon. If you guys are not on Phone Calls from Prison's Patreon, trust me when I tell you, you need to get on the Patreon. She has a lot of great content in there, things that are not necessarily on YouTube. There is a call where him and Shirley are talking about lawyers, and I've never seen, or not seen, I've never heard Shirley talk to Nesto the way that she did. And the title of the video is something like Shirley didn't want to talk about the lawyers. The way that she curved him, I mean, she gave him the mean curve, like, no. She was like, listen. I was like, oh, shoot, wait a minute. Listen, Shirley done ate a bowl of courage, okay? She was like, no. And I don't know. You guys are going to have to listen to it, but it sounded like she was trying to tell him that whatever conversation that either she didn't want to talk about it at all, period, or she was trying to signal, because you could tell they were talking in code. She was trying to signal to Nesto that it wasn't going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. When she said she meant no, it was no new lawyer. I don't know who the lawyer was. You guys will have to listen to it and tell me what y'all think. But I just found it really interesting because typically we don't hear Shirley speak to Nesto like that. So anyway.
We go around and see they put their motion in for that 90-day motion. The motion for what is that what they call it? I can't even think right now.
Preliminary hearing?
Yeah.
Listen, y'all, Askia got jokes. She said, is it the YouTube or are you in the basement? No. My house does not have a basement, unfortunately. And I have really good internet. I can't tell you. I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you. Can't tell you what it is. She said, you need God to come down and defend you, Nesto. He sure do. He sure does. Tony B said, I wish the Boondocks was around to make a cartoon episode of these two. I'm telling you. Now, that is something I will watch. So, Netflix, y'all, listen, y'all need to get up on this story and come up with a cartoon version, because I promise you that I would be peeing all over myself. All right. I would listen. Yeah, let's get Shirley is over it. She's absolutely over it. Okay. But it was interesting because I don't remember what time of the year. I feel like that call was from August of 2023. And so, yeah, she was definitely over it. And I'm over YouTube. What? I don't know, guys. Hold on. Let me see what happens if I just kind of refresh the screen and see what happens.
Say Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Got to call down there and ask that for get to see who's gonna be my full defender for this
Mm-hmm.
go around.
His public offender.
And see if they put their motion in for
Onisha, Nesto needs a new lawyer. Are you gonna be his public offender?
what they call it? I can't even think right now.
Preliminary hearing?
Yeah.
Y'all, Nesto needs a public defender. Okay. I'm just gonna type that in the chat because I think it's funny.
Yes. Yes. Preliminary hearing and
So what case?
for the one I just went for today.
Today?
Yeah. So for the defender actually.
You want a motion for preliminary
If Sonia would let the
hearing
man
for the one
talk,
from today?
Yes. And
Okay.
bond hearing because I have to go to
I thought today was a bond hearing.
no, that's a bond here. That's first appearance.
Yeah, but it's still your first appearance. You can get a bond on first
No, you
appearance.
cannot enough for that charge. You cannot get it. You can read
Mm-hmm.
it out.
thank you, Black Lib, because Laskia was cracking jokes on me. My ex would say she was what did he say? He's cutting ass. Yeah, he's cutting ass on me a little bit. But yeah, it's something with YouTube. This happens every now and again. I don't know what to tell y'all. I have like what a 1 gigabyte in terms of speed, so I don't think I've been
You must look it up.
on the internet all day.
You talking about for your charges?
Yeah.
No, I didn't look up.
Yeah.
I ain't been home.
There's another thing that she ain't done. She ain't look it up. She ain't been home. I hate to say poor
Been in
Nesto.
the streets. Been in the streets. No, I've been over here for a minute. I supposed to go to Mellow House and hang out with him because I had yet to see his house. But Sydney, I had to brace her here for work today. That took all of whatever time it is. I got started at around 4. I don't know what time it is. I don't even know what time it is right now.
Do I need to call you back later then? Because you seem like you're all over the place.
No, love, I can talk to you right now. Bridget called me from California.
Who?
I was wondering when she was going here. Bridget, the one that be with Patty LaBelle all the time.
Oh, she heard too?
Yeah, she called me today.
What? Why
She
she
was
called
like,
me?
right. Because she knows.
She
Remember
know
Nesto was such a baby. He wants her undivided attention. He did the same thing to Shirley. You know, if and I agree with you 313. She's always all over the place, but he did the same thing to Shirley. Shirley's, in the suit. He wants you to stop what you're doing. All attention on him. I think sometimes Sonia will be talking to other people just to torment him.
to you, but she didn't know about the case.
what?
She know he talked to you, but she didn't know about the case.
Oh. Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
No.
She knew about the first case. Let's say that. She didn't know about the second case. Shit like that.
Okay.
If you, I don't know. She was like,
Did you tell her about the other 6 cases? Because it was like 8 altogether.
I figured that.
Okay.
He said, but they didn't say your name. I said, no, they think it's his co-defendant. So,
Okay. And you trust her?
oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, shit. I mean, my name ain't she ain't gonna put my name out there. That she's not gonna do. She's not gonna put my name out there. I mean, that's the only thing that ain't out is my name. Everything else is.
Well, it is now. Everybody knows your name, Bonitail. And you got probably 1.2 million pseudo names because we got 1,000 names for you. So we know your name now. You out there.
What I was trying to say was that so I got down there. But I got down there. I got down post. I'm asking her, who's my victim and what I'm charged with. They say, oh, they ain't up to rate this system yet, so I can't see anything. I can see one
Who
of
said
them.
they can't see anything?
That's what she
When
told me.
you went up there, you didn't go to court. You just stayed in the back, right?
Yeah, I just stayed in the back. I never went
And
up
you
there.
didn't. Right.
It's the telephone. They put you on the telephone and you talk to the lawyer on the telephone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I never went upstairs, period.
And did they read it? Did they read off the victims?
No, they didn't, because she said she couldn't see it. She couldn't see nothing. She couldn't even see the
She couldn't
warrant.
see anything?
She said she couldn't see no warrants or nothing. I got to wait for a week, the end of the week, the lawyer to come see you. No, they don't. They don't come see you. They only came to me.
That's okay. I'll keep calling until they do.
Yeah. So I don't know what the police.
So I'll go see them. I'll go see them.
Okay.
I can go see them.
So
That I can do.
So I don't know who it is until I look on the paper. It'll tell me.
Damn it.
When you pull it
Oh,
up.
damn it. What if I could call down there and see if they can read it off to me who on there? If I call tomorrow, if the clerk.
But she ain't gonna call tomorrow because she don't ever do it. Nesto wants to know who the victims are. You know what that signals to me? There are so many victims, he don't know which one came forward. Think about it. Think about when you were younger, right? When you were in school, high school, elementary school, college, whatever it was. When you were back in school, you ever like got called to the principal's office, or the teacher called you up, or you're at work and your boss calls you, and your heart is racing because I don't know anybody who follows all the rules 100% of the time. I didn't follow all the rules 100% of the time, so when my name got called, I had no idea what they could possibly be calling me about. It could have been anything, and I'm not going to admit to anything, but it could have been anything. It's like, oh boy, what is it, right? What was it that I did? So I feel like in this case, Nesto has no idea which which person, which victim, but I just find it interesting that he was so obsessed with wanting to know who it was that brought these charges against him, because I guess he's trying to figure out how bad it is, right? That's what I think. Anyway, let's keep going.
This boss is gonna read it off to me. Shit, your lawyer can't see it.
Who?
Your lawyer can't see it.
No, you
on that thing.
you have to print it out. You have to print it out. I mean, you're not gonna. They got their certain ways they can do it, but I don't know how no way to call him. So
I'll see how I'll look at it when I get back home.
where
Because
you
I
at?
didn't bring my computer. I'm at City House.
Oh, I thought you was at home.
Yeah. I said I'm in the street. It's a garbage
That's
can.
why your ass all over the damn place.
Yeah, because I was doing her hair, and then I started. So then she getting ready for work, and I was starting to clean up the mess we made. So I was talking to you while I was cleaning the mess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I got out there. Everything I got out there. So, okay. What's next?
Right. I mean, shit. We don't know. They said 15 more charges. That's on the side.
Right. So, we'll see. Might came up with something today. Don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, throw them all out there now. And then that way, in a year's time,
But I did get down.
we'll be done in a year.
I did get down there with another guy. He had a.
She said, we'll be done in a year. Go ahead and get it all out there. We'll be done in a year. Little did she know that he would be hit with a RICO in a year. And what was it, 39 counts on that RICO, including bigamy? Who gets charged with bigamy anymore? This is not Utah or any of them other states where the Mormons live or other groups live that practice, bigamy. There are communities that practice it. That's a part of their culture. But not here in the state of Georgia. You're not doing that. Tony B said, it's fascinating trying to get into his scheming mind of who did this to me, shaking my head. And that's what it is. He wants to know which one. Who was it? Because is it so many? Is it so you don't know which one came forward? And I'm pretty sure that there are others who have never come forward.
I got my bond. I got my. I said, how much? I said, 250. 250? I said, yeah. I said, what you charge? He said, mother charge. I said, you got.
Oh, EB, thank you. I meant polygamy. I'm so sorry. In Utah, yes, they practice polygamy, not bigamy. Thank you so much. Listen, I told y'all I've been drinking, okay? So I'm gonna blame it on the alcohol. Okay, it's Friday, and I only had one glass, so don't judge me. But anyway, so but yeah, who you know my stance on bigamy is that there are probably a number of people who've done what Nesto done. I've seen so many Netflix documentaries of women that have gotten, caught up with a man that love bombed them and come to find out he's, married to them, to this one and that one. But very few people get caught, So yeah. Anyway.
250 for a murder charge? You say you're
Right. What was the circumstance behind his murder? Was it an accident?
No.
Voluntary? Shit. 250 for murder.
Yeah. Shit crazy. So,
That's crazy.
yeah, it is.
I mean, it don't matter. Because that other shit they trying to throw on you is stupid how it's going to be ridiculous anyway. We just got this speedy trial. Just hurry and get it over and done with.
No, they're not throwing any charges on Nesto. He earned every one of them charges, in my opinion. My opinion, every one of those charges he earned. These victims have receipts. Wooten, okay, can you woo woo woo? Wooten is not playing. Okay, they have set Erica King's trial to June the 24th, I believe, is going to be, I said trial, not her trial, her plea hearing. Okay. So her plea hearing and the start of all that is going to be on June 24th. And yes, I am planning to be in the building. And so I will be putting in my Rule 22, and we're going to see what happens with that. And let me just pause for a second and address a couple of things, because there's been some information, put out there, and YouTube was just running wild. So a content creator said on her live that she was at a hearing or spoke to a judge. I didn't listen to it firsthand. I got it secondhand, but she listened to a judge, or, not listened to, but she was in front of a judge, or she was at a hearing. And according to this content creator, the judge was going to reject Erica's plea deal. Okay. There was also information put out that Erica King had signed a plea deal. Well, Pam Esquire set the record straight. So shout out to Pam Esquire. So if you guys want to know what's really going on, go over to Pam's channel. She explains it. Okay. Erica King stated that she wanted to plea out. She's going to plead guilty. We already know she sang like a little birdie, and she told them everything. And I told you guys that I had it on good authority that she shared some stuff with them that they were not even expecting to hear. And so it's quite possible that Nesto might get hit with additional federal charges. This may not be the only RICO, but one thing at a time. But anyway, she basically stated that she wanted to take a plea. Erica King does not want to do any jail time. Okay. She does not want to go back to Fulton County or to any jail because of her health conditions, right? She's trying to not do any jail time. And during the hearing, the judge basically said, well, are you aware, Wooten, that there is a plea? And he says, well, I'm aware. It's in my email. And he says, well, do you want to accept it now? He says, well, we've got all these victims. I would like the victims to be heard. And Pam Esquire basically stated that it was agreed that Erica King said, well, then I want to do the plea hearing and the trial. I want to do that, all together. I don't want to separate it. And so nothing has been signed yet. Nothing has been actually signed yet. Now, there's another content creator and other people that have been calling the person who said this, that the judge is throwing it out, that person is a liar. I'm not going to say that yet, because there is a possibility still that when she goes to this plea hearing, they could say, well, we're going to accept your guilty plea, but in terms of a deal, you're not getting one. We're just going to accept that you're pleading guilty and you're going to do time, right? And so there's still a possibility. We don't know. I like to keep an open mind. And so I even posted on, my own wall, because when I heard that somebody said this, I put it with a question mark. Judge throws out a plea deal, because I hadn't heard that. But what I had heard is that Wooten is not in favor of Erica King not getting any jail time. And there's a reason why he wants these victims to speak, because he knows that that's going to influence whatever the terms are, in terms of Erica King, pleading guilty. She may not get as much time as she would if she had not, spoken up, but she will likely get some jail time. So we just gotta wait and see. Just gotta wait and see. Everyone is up in arms and this, that, and the third, and going at each other and whatnot. And no hurt feelings. Okay, we don't always get the information correct. Some people put information out there that they have that's not verified, and I'm like, just wait and see, because you never know what's going to happen when June 24th comes up. And I don't want to necessarily call this other content creator out as a liar, although we know that she's not always honest, and that's why people are attacking her. That's why it's better to just tell the truth. When you start crying wolf and lying about stuff and carrying on, then people are not going to believe what you say. So I don't know, but so far there's nothing on record. There's no confirmation. There's nothing written, no documentation, nada, to back up and support what this content creator said in terms of a judge throwing out the plea. All we know is that a plea hasn't been signed and her hearing is on the 24th. So that's all I got for you. Tony B said, can a judge throw out a plea deal? And Tony, that's a question for Pam Esquire. I'm not a lawyer, so I cannot answer that. What I can tell you is that if the prosecutor and the defense come to an agreement, typically the judge will go with whatever the prosecutor decides to go with. Can they overrule it and decide to change some of those stipulations? Yeah, I'm not sure. So that'll be a question that I'll ask Pam Esquire, if a judge can throw out a plea. Once a deal has been struck and it's been signed, can a judge throw it out? My instinct wants to say yes, but I don't know. So I'm going to ask Pam, and I'll get back to y'all about it, because I'm not sure. Thank you, Miss Boogie Down, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Queen. And may your gift return back to you tenfold. And all those of you who gifted on tonight, may your gift return back to you tenfold. Sonia and Nesto, all these folks are big liars. Exactly. I mean, here's the thing. I don't believe that any person just lies all the time. The challenge when you're dealing with somebody who lies is, how do you know when they're telling the truth? You don't. So basically, if you lie once, we just call you a liar. That's how it goes. Laskia said, Nesto probably wouldn't have gotten bigamy charges if it weren't for YouTube investigators. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right. I'm pretty sure that they looked into it because of that. But yeah, I don't know if the justice system would have found that out as easily as they did without the YouTubers. So, and it just goes to show you, those of you who are studying law, how social media now can have an impact on your cases. So anyway, Black Lilith said, exactly. It's not Nesto. It's not like Nesto is Trump. He's a nobody. No one is picking on him. He's done those crimes. Sonia Extra, she really think this man is innocent. She act like, no, I don't think she thinks he's innocent. I'm gonna tell you right now. Nice Skin said, Rora Nesto. I don't think she believes that he's innocent. I think she just says that. I really don't think in her heart of hearts she thinks he's innocent. She's seen too much. I don't think she's that stupid, but she wants him out of jail because he's no good to her in jail. And she would have wasted all this time. So I think she's going to say whatever she's going to say because, she wants him to get out, If Erica's pleading guilty, then we know Nesto is guilty. Black Lilith, you starting something there. You are starting something, right? Because how can she be guilty and then Nesto is not guilty? Well, Boneytail would probably say, that's right. She's guilty. She was the mastermind. Erica King did it all. Okay, she conned Nesto. Nesto didn't know about the rental property and didn't know she wasn't a lawyer and all this nonsense. But unfortunately, Nesto has run his mouth just a little too much. He messed it up. Don't do a crime with Ernest Williams. Okay, just don't. Okay, don't do a crime with Boneytail, because they don't know how to exercise their Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. They don't know how to do that. So that's why Erica is getting such a good deal. She showed them where the bodies are buried. She showed them something. And it was more than what they thought it was. I believe if a judge rejects the plea deal, the defendant can withdraw their guilty plea, like in the Hunter Biden case. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we'll follow up on Tony B's question. It surely wasn't taken that way. Thank you for clearing it up. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. You've got some content creators who will wait until they got 100% confirmation, they got the receipts. And that's a good way to go, because this way you don't have to worry about, the fumbling the ball if you jump the gun, right? And we know that the content creator that put this information out has jumped the gun many times, being thirsty, right? And then there are some who like teasers. It's a lot is possible. One thing I will tell you with this case is don't ever assume you know what's going on, because just when we think we know what's going on, we get hit with a curveball. It's been happening since this case started. Okay. There are still videos up on YouTube with people talking about Shirley Strawberry lived in the house next to Erica King. Shirley had never lived in that house. She had never lived in that. She didn't even know the house was there. EB said, yes, the judge can reject the plea because the agreement requires the consent of the court. Okay, all right. EB is teaching us something. Okay. SD Martinique in the building said a judge doesn't have to agree with a plea deal. So Tony B, I think we have your question, and that was my instinct. I felt like, yes, a judge can reject the plea deal. And so it's possible. And one thing I know when it comes to the courts is that the judge will typically go with the prosecutor's recommendation. It's just, that's how it is. So Nesto is going to need a real good public defender. Okay. Jones Poetry King, thank you so much. He has gifted 5 memberships. Let me check and see who got gifted. The scared elder got gifted. EB, you've been gifted. Black Lilith, you've been gifted. M feels so good. You've been gifted from the bushes. And NP was gifted. Y'all were gifted by June's Poetry. So y'all know what to do. Throw it up in the chat. We got 5 new wisdom ambassadors, and we begin now. So y'all know how this go. And also, please give a huge warm wisdom thank you to June's Poetry and King. May your gift return back to you tenfold. I appreciate the support from you always. Always, always, always. I appreciate it. And welcome again to our new wisdom ambassadors. So yeah, this case is up and down. And so unless I have irrefutable proof, I don't want to call somebody out to be a liar, right? Because then I might look stupid later. Okay. What I can say is that it's not confirmed. That's what I can say. It's not confirmed. Okay. Unless they have a new discovery, it will stand. Okay. All right. We got some people in the building. Yes, a judge has the authority to reject or throw out a plea deal. So, yep. Let's see. Jared from Subway made a plea deal, but the judge basically threw it out and gave him a longer sentence in 2015. Wow. I didn't know that. And we actually touched upon Jared a little bit in another live where we were talking about what Nesto can expect, what his experience might be as a ex offender, in prison. And especially with the child Pete stuff and all these other things, they don't particularly like prisoners that have those types of things on their record. So if the plea is too lenient, the judge can reject it. And being first doesn't always mean being right. Absolutely. It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't, and then sometimes something and you just give people a little nugget. So I don't know. All I'm going to say is we just have to wait and see. And when June 24th is in 2 weeks, it's right around the corner. So when June 24th comes, if the judge doesn't throw out the plea and he accepts it, then we're going to know that content creator lied. And that's not going to be good for her channel. She needs her YouTube checks. Okay. She is codependent on those checks. And I thought it was a joke, thought it was a rumor, but she apparently has put up a copy of one of her utility bills on her community wall. Dry begging people for money. Are you for real? I wish I would. Let me tell you something. I have a lot of pride, and I don't see it as a negative thing. It's just I would give my last dollar away and be broke before I would ever ask or beg somebody like that. I will figure it out. I will work it out. If I got to fast for 7 days until I get my next check, if I got to fast, if I get paid once a month and I ain't got no money, I'm driving my car on E. And then from there, I'm going to try to work from home. I'm going to borrow somebody's car, borrow from Peter to pay. I ain't never coming on no YouTube channel begging people to pay my bills. No, no. I was raised better than that. I have way too much pride. That's embarrassing. All right. So it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. But listen, some people have no shame. I work with people like that. They don't care. They will beg you for anything, anytime. I'm just different. I'm just built different. June's Poetry said, this judge is on the record as saying he would accept the plea. The integrity of his courtroom is at stake. I think she's good. Once again, we'll have to see. Because see, he asked Wooten if Wooten wanted to accept and put it on record. And Wooten said, whoa, pump the brakes. Not yet. Not yet. So we'll see. We will see. Nice Skin said, who did that? The same content creator that we were talking about. The one that's been, the prayer warrior that's been visiting Nesto in jail every damn day. Okay. So I ain't got no money to pay my utility bill. That's supposed to be for a mobile hotspot, or, don't let me get it wrong. Something to do with Wi-Fi, MiFi, internet. I don't know. But you got gas money? Maybe if you stop running, from Covington or wherever you live all the way to Atlanta to visit Nasty Nesto, you would have money for your bill. I'm just saying, priorities. You might, because gas is expensive. Okay, it's expensive. I'm saying it wrong on purpose. Gas is expensive. I'm just saying. So you got a whole husband and a daughter that, to my knowledge, work. Why do you need help with your utility bills? And if you put money out for something, you put money out for something. That's how it goes. You write it off on your taxes. I can't say, well, y'all, I'm paying for internet so I can bring you these YouTube shows. So y'all send me some money. Yeah, let me get off my soapboxes. It's just embarrassing. I'm sorry. Oh, Be Nice said, all right, Be Nice. I'm gonna be nice. Said, when I saw that, I said, she's out here praying again, and praying with an E. Erica is slick but not stupid. Who makes a deal first can sometimes get the best deal. You're right. Well, listen, Nesto said that he wasn't taking a deal. He was adamant about that. Sir, he said, I'm not, no, I don't want no deal. I'll go to trial. And Bonitail is trying to get the man to go to trial. She's the one that's pushing the speedy trial. When you speed, you crash. Doing things fast is not necessarily always a good thing. I don't know how you can walk in court and pretend to be a lawyer, appear on Zoom as a lawyer, and don't get any time. That's the ultimate disrespect of the court. That's why I don't know. I don't know, but like I said, I just kind of felt that there could be something to it. Maybe it's not exactly what that content creator said, but something is up. That's all I can tell you. Something is up. When my job cut my hours back in 2020, I had to check my ego at the door and work a second job to pay my responsibilities. Exactly. So if you can't afford your bills, get a job. Since you like to be dashing to the courthouse, why don't you DoorDash? Okay. I know people who make good money door dashing. Some make, $50, $60, $70 a day door dashing. So, that's a nice little side hustle. You can dash to the courthouse, then you can dash to Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Chipotle, wherever, and make your money. Stop begging people for money. It's not up to YouTube to say, if people want to gift you out of the kindness of their heart. It's not up to people on YouTube to pay your doggone bills. You got to be kidding me. Say it ain't so. I ain't praying about I ain't praying about a bill. Antonia Alice said, I'm late, but damn it, I'm here. Hey, WD and Ambassadors. How you doing, Queen? New chapters in the building. I would never ask my child for help. I mean, I think those things should be done behind closed doors. Nobody needs to know that you are that you struggling like that. There's some things that don't need to be said um on YouTube, and I just think that's one of them. Your personal bills. I don't believe in coming on YouTube and crying about your financial situation and how you about to be put out your house and all that kind of stuff. Me personally, I don't think that's the forum for it. All right. I just don't. I just really don't. I'm not into the now. Yeah, I'm just not. Now if it's a viewer or somebody that had a major tragedy, verifiable tragedy that struck or something like that, we started GoFundMe. You know what? Maybe somebody needs to start a GoFundMe for for her. Okay, maybe somebody needs to start a GoFundMe for her, and she can do it that way because apparently, she needs money. Yep, and she's driving to see Nesto for a prayer session. Nesto could have called her for that. Yeah, they can do that over the phone. You need to be praying to God about your bills. That's all I'm gonna say. And I believe in tithing, and I believe in tithing, and because from my personal experience, when I tithe, when I tell you that everything's taken care of and I have more than enough, and the second I get caught slipping, all of a sudden, wait a minute, hold up, okay, I'm having an issue here. So that's all I'm going to say. All right, let's get back to this video. Hopefully it's going to behave for us. Let's see what's going to happen. And then I want to hear from Shirley about this other call. So if it's acting up, because we're about an hour in, I don't want to go too long because it's Friday night and I just got paid.
File for city trial. Bring it to court. Bring it to court. Because if it's in the charge room and you're going to treat me like it's an indictment, I mean, you're going to charge me with it, you got to have enough evidence. That whole thing going to make
nice skin. She said he going to go to trial and mess around and get the lecture chair. I got to take the C off there. You spelled it too well. Not lecture, the lecture chair. He going to get the lecture chair.
Yes, with this charge room shit.
Hold on. And then on top of that, I learned today that Georgia's a hearsay state. Hearsay. I didn't know that till today. It came to me 3 times a day.
That's fine. He said he's going to trial though, so they charged you based on hearsay. That's what that is. Right. They charged you based on hearsay, but they got to convict you based on evidence.
Right.
You threw that shit and didn't even ask me anything, and ask what happened on my end and just took her word for it. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go to court and we're gonna bring out the witnesses and you're gonna bring out your proof and I'm gonna bring out my proof.
Well, it must have been doing that because it didn't affect. See, one thing I learned about today, when you're dealing with a lot of money, motherfuckers not gonna let you get in their way.
Mm-hmm.
Them folks still got their job because I heard it on the radio this morning. Going on the goddamn, going to my journey over there to the Wonderland.
Wait a minute, they went to work today?
Yeah, they went to work today. Yeah.
And they was on the radio like nothing ever happened?
Like it ain't much shit going on. So that let me know right there, money ain't stopping. That motherfucker ain't let you stop that money. They're not.
Nesto must have been listening on our conversation. Y'all are cutting up in the chat. I had to pause the video because some of this is funny. Wait a minute. Hold on. EB said, Lord, she said she should ask Dennis for money since he was willing to buy her a dress. VIP lady said her loyal sons pay that AT&T bill. You mean Randa? Randa paid the bill? Okay. That girl repping BK New York, and I agree. I'd ask my child before begging on YouTube. I sure would. Listen, if I was that strapped, okay, I got a 14-year-old. My son got more money than me. Okay, this child got money every doggone way. Okay, certainly. That's right. I know the memberships are $4, but when you have multiple, they add up. And I know I'm not asking anyone for anything. Priorities. Be Nice says she's a con artist and a hustler. I mean, you know what? Birds of a feather flock together. Look who she has surrounded herself. And I'm not, this was not my plan to even go this far into the conversation, but we at the Wisdom Family Picnic, y'all. And you know how it is when we at the card table and we talking crap across the table, it takes on a life of its own. And birds of a feather flock together. Look who she surrounds herself with. She surrounded herself with a known con artist, a bigamist, not a polygamist, but a bigamist. Okay, who's also been accused of SA crimes. Okay, and fraud, financial fraud, and all types of fraud, theft. Okay, from y'all saw that witness list. And if you guys didn't check out the live that I did where we went over the witness list, it's almost 100 names, 95 people on the witness list. That's a lot. 95 people are wrong. 95 people are not lying. And this is who you're surrounding yourself with under the guise that you put. You need to sit your ass down somewhere in your prayer closet and pray for your damn self. Okay. Nesto is going to go where Nesto is going to go, and he's going to get what's coming to him, and ain't no prayer of yours going to stop that. Okay. Because you need to clean your own house before you trying to help save somebody else. Big Sisterology said, "Oh, I love your name." Said, "I did DoorDash and they paid me well when I picked up orders, and the tips were nice." So yeah, if you're not making enough money on YouTube, here's the thing. And this is for those of you who are thinking about starting a channel. Don't quit your day job. Do not quit your day job. Okay, I have a full-time job and I do this, right? Until I'm at a point where I am making so much money on YouTube that it just doesn't even make sense for me to continue to work. And I need to make sure that I got some benefits too. But the thing with YouTube is it's fickle. You don't know how many YouTube channels that I've gone to where it shows that they have 40, 50, 60, 100,000, 300,000 subscribers, but they've got, 200 people watching, 200 views, 500 views, because things can change. It's fickle. So you don't want to set your life up to become 100% dependent upon this. And I don't know if anybody ever told her that. You need to have multiple streams of income, period. That's all I'm going to say about that. And Tony B, you're wrong. He said the content creator should join the senior video game Atari circuit for money. Oh my gosh. Frogger, anyone? I can't with you, Tony. I cannot. Black Lily said, "I would ask my child for help because he is in his 30s. However, I would only ask him if he was completely almost homeless. Oh, I would only ask him if I was completely almost homeless, down on my luck. I don't even expect my son to take care of me when I'm old." Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. My son is he loves his mama. I was almost tempted to call him a mama's boy, but I don't think that's fair, because typically in society that's a negative, that's a derogatory term. But I could tell my son, "Baby, I'm okay, I'm good," and he would do it anyway, because that's just how he is. I mean, literally, my son will see my gas takers on empty and pull out his doggone card. My son is 14, okay, but he's got a bank account, he's got a debit card, and when I tell you the child got more money than me, he like, "Mom, your gas, your tank is almost on E. You need some gas? I'll pay." I'm like, "No, baby, I'm all right," because I really am all right. But I just think it's sweet. I think it's adorable that he will do that. I'm like, "No, baby, your mom is fine. I'm fine." Nice Skin says she wait a minute. Nice Skin said she has good content. Her gifts, memberships, and followers if she has good content, her gifts, memberships, and followers will reflect that. No need to grift off people. Yeah. Oh, that's what they call him, a grifter. That was the word I was looking for. Yeah. True to me said, "I'm late, but I'm here. Happy Friday, everybody." SD Martinique, "I think Olive Oil truly loved Papa until she found out about all women. She started planning on helping to lock his arse up, but she wanted him locked up where she can be in control." Wow. I agree with that. Ebony would say, "Wait, we got somebody begging?" Yeah. Unapologetic. More, I wouldn't do it. Nice Skin Queen, thank you so much for the super chat. A little something for your light bill. Oh, thank you so much. You're funny. Oh, Queen, may your gift return back to you tenfold. I appreciate that. Thank you so very much. All right, let's get back into this crazy ass video, and I will get to the rest of your comments shortly. And I was trying to get to the part where she said that she felt like leftovers, but they.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when it's on YouTube, it ain't on TMZ and all of other outlets. It's just on YouTube.
Let me look at this transcript.
Which is
I can find
right.
A third of the people out here, So
right. I got
Which my sister happened to see it. I don't know why, because she ain't on YouTube like that. But she saw it on it was on TikTok. It was on TikTok. That's why. It was on TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah. So, but that's almost a month away. A couple more days, it'll be a month old. So, but they talking about saying it
On to the next. Huh?
They talking about saying it was on the news today.
Who? Who are you talking about?
The DA, that she's going to shut everything down and concentrate on Trump. They're not giving nothing but no more indictments, no more nothing. They're going to concentrate on Trump. Yeah.
Trump gonna whoop their ass. You just talking about a billionaire.
No, little do you know, Trump was
He's got a billionaire in a Republican state with a Republican governor who is over all of them. She can try to shut some shit down, but that governor can step in on her ass at any time because that governor trumps her.
No, I'm talking about she's going to shut the court system down. That means they're going to fuck the regular people up like us.
Can't do that because everything's got a time frame. You can't do that. Everything has to be by statute. You can't just try to see how they try to finesse shit and do shit, but they don't look out and do shit like they're supposed to. But they want to do this for Trump. Trying to make a name for herself. She must be trying to run for something higher on the next term. That's the only reason why they go and do shit.
Here comes Sonia Luther King. She knows so much.
In Georgia, I'm confused. That voting thing.
Yeah.
What did he do? He said that the vote wasn't like. What did he even do? All he's gonna do is take it to trial, and let me tell you, he's gonna take it to trial. All the jurors.
Sonia said, "What did he even do?" Okay, you know what? I ain't messing with this one. I'm not messing with her. I.S. Wad pimping out Dennis running his pockets. I can't with y'all. I feel like she makes poor decisions in life, and that's why she's always begging. That 70s chick said IS stay begging. Today was ridiculous. Oh Lord. I don't know what she did today, but I'm not over there like that. Usually people will email me and tell me, what's going on and whatnot. And yeah, Harriet, I know Sonia is a snooze fest. Tony B says she begging like Keith Sweat. Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. Nesto has a lot of conversation for Sonia because she's ratchet just like him. Sonia wants Nesto to only have her when he gets to the big house. However, Nesto will probably have some pen pals and saying something strange for that prison book change. Lord have mercy.
No, you don't talk to me right now because she's about to get ready for work. I'm about to get in my car. I'm about to get in my car. I'm seeing the things in the cash. Oh, you act like I live here.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Don't you take your sandwiches, sister? No, I was asking what something was. She's telling me like I know. What was? Oh, she be talking to me like I know shit and I don't. Man, that one client, I got his eviction, to the server today. He's so worried. And he just still call me back to back.
You know what?
Call me back to back. You call and I don't answer. And he hung up and called right back. I'm sitting here like, why don't you call me back to back? Like, there's no emergency. He said the other people are 12 weeks late. So you want to stress me out because you got tenants that are 2 months, 3 months late in rent. That's crazy. Are you joking?
No, I'm just.
No, he ain't choking. He over there laughing because he know he one of them. He is one of them, okay, who don't pay rent. That's why they've been evicted. Listen, I will never, ever understand how a Shirley Strawberry, someone with that kind of status, could stay with a man through so many evictions. And I get it, she was raised in a different time, where you stood with your husband, you stayed by your man. You didn't just up and run at the first sign of trouble, but doggone it. 5 evictions? The fact that the man went to prison, even if it was for an old crime, 4 months into the marriage, and you knew that he had a criminal record. Listen, now I told you guys earlier that I'm prideful. I have a lot of pride, but it's a certain kind of pride. It's a self-pride. But I wouldn't be so proud to say, hey, listen, I thought I had the one, and I was dead wrong. Rather than stay, in a marriage just for the sake of optics, just to, because I don't want people to know that, that I got problems, my marriage is messed up. And I can sort of kind of understand because, she's on a radio show and that is her thing, to give relationship advice. So how are you giving relationship advice and your own relationship is so messed up? But I think honestly, coming forward sooner and being humble about it and saying, listen, I give my listeners advice all the time and I fell into the same trap. But no, that's not Shirley Strawberry. And that's not how she rolls. So
Yeah, they're climbing over that Nesto. It's just yeah. It's in my chest. In my chest. I think I'm gonna take a quick shower.
What you eat?
Nothing. I had a bologna sandwich earlier. I had to eat that.
Man, I wish I could send you some food in there.
I know it, man.
I know. I wish I could DoorDash and some food. I be DoorDashing some shit every day.
we know. I told y'all Sonia can't cook. Whenever she does, all Sonia knows how to make is spaghetti. Regular spaghetti and like some fettuccine or something like that. That's all she knows how to make, because who can't boil, some noodles, in a pot and then add the sauce that you get from the supermarket, right? So I'm just saying, like, now I don't make spaghetti like that. I don't play. Like sometimes, listen, I would make my sauce from scratch if I have time, but I certainly don't take the jar and just pour it in there. You gotta zhuzh it up. You gotta chef it up with something. Chop up some onions and some peppers and some more tomatoes and add some mushrooms in there and all of that good stuff. Some fresh basil. That's how I do. Go right out in the back and pick that basil out of my little herb garden back there. But Sonya can't cook. She talking about she wish she could bring Nesto DoorDash. She wish that he could get DoorDash. Not like, I wish I could bring you a home cooked meal, baby. No, Nesto, you ain't getting a home cooked meal. At least Shirley could afford to take them out to dinner, because I don't think Shirley cooking like that either. Okay, Shirley, listen, I'll take you out to dinner. I could do that. That I can do. But Sonia can't take Nesto nowhere. Okay, she could order DoorDash. That's what she can do. So you traded a diamond for dust. Okay, Nesto traded a diamond for dust. There you go.
Man, they should list you. They should list y'all get DoorDash.
Yeah.
I mean, run it through a machine. I don't know how they gonna, that might be too much to make sure it's no knives or anything in there, but they need to let y'all have DoorDash. They should have it where anybody with no bond or high bond, where they feel like they're gonna be there, it should be a section of the jail where it's, give me that. I'm gonna take that with me. I need that. I'm gonna take it with me to go over Mello's house.
What time you go to work tomorrow?
I gotta be there at 10:30. It's 15 minutes away from my house, 8 miles away.
Okay.
So that ain't bad. Yeah. Okay. So I got my hair in the ponytail.
Yeah, a lot of energy today.
So listen, I feel really great. I feel normal. Did you get my pictures that I sent you?
The what?
You didn't look. I sent pictures. You didn't look, right? They came through today.
No, I ain't getting nothing. I ain't been here. I just got hit back. I just literally walked in the door.
Aww.
I'll look. Give you a break in a minute.
No.
You sent a picture of your what?
It's just a picture of the house I sent you. Oh, it's just a picture of my house that I sent.
Did he say a picture of her in the bathroom? Is that what he said? Y'all help me out. Nesto's nasty.
Yeah.
You're doing memories of your childhood.
Yeah. Right. Good times. Can we go back to 1980 and do a reset? Everybody?
I don't want to go back that far. I don't want to go back.
No? You don't want to go back to 1980?
No, he don't want to go back to no damn 80s. That's you. And Tony B, I don't even think she knows how to prepare a hungry man dinner. Okay, because let me tell you, when I was a teenager, my mom, she worked full time. She was getting a master's degree, and my mom was not much of a cook. She learned along the way, but back then my mom wasn't cooking like that, and so we ate TV dinners. And you got to get heating up a TV dinner down to a science, because y'all know what I'm talking about. The mashed potatoes be, hot on the outside, but frozen on the inside. The which one did I have? I had the Salisbury steaks. The Salisbury steak is like, I mean, steaming hot on the outside and literally frozen like ice in the middle. Same with the mashed potatoes. The little dessert they would give you, like the little brownie or the little I don't know, look like a raspberry cobbler or something like that. That would be good. So I would always start with that. But yeah, heating up a TV dinner is not, that's not light work, okay? And I'm not too bougie to tell y'all that, yeah, as a teenager, I grew up on TV dinners. And then once I learned how to cook, I was like, I'm not eating no damn TV dinners no more. I'm cooking. So my mom would come home and I'd have some food ready, because I couldn't do it. I'd be sitting in front of the doggone TV, mouth, burning my tongue on the part of the food that's hot, and then stick my fork in it. I'm like, wait a minute, why is this solid? Why is the mashed potatoes solid?
Well, you know what? I tell you,
that's all. Your company, your surroundings is what got you fucked up. You met that girl, your co-descendant, and didn't do the research to see what type of person she really was, and just believe what came out her mouth because she know how to sell it. And then you got your daughter, which, is your kid, and you was trying to do the right thing, and that turned out to blow up in your face. And then that whole stepdaughter thing, you got to
load up in my face.
Yeah, the thing with that is, when you date somebody and they people don't like you, you got to stay still fucking clear, especially if it's a female.
Bonitail, it's too late for that. Okay, he should have stayed clear of all of these females. Ebony Wood said, how SS, meaning Shirley Strawberry, would marry a ninja, asking for your hand in marriage while he's on the phone. Really? So I listened to or watched that clip several times, and what I realized is that Nesto was on the phone with the radio station. And so once he got into the station, at that point, he could have put down the phone. But I think Nesto likes to hear himself, so he wanted to actually hear himself on radio. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was actually on he was still patched into the station when he came in. And if you guys listen to it again, well, you can't listen to it on, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in members first, that video, in case you guys just want to see it without the commentary and all that other kind of stuff, because you can't access it on Nesto's YouTube anymore. But I have it, so I'll put it up there for a little bit, and then I'll release it for everybody to see it. But anyway, so I'll just give the members first dibs to look at it first. But yeah, you can almost hear a little bit of an echo because he's still patched into the radio station. Black Lily say, "Yup, you do have to have TV dinner warming up skills, because baby, listen." I would get so frustrated. Being public facing and in syndicated radio, I'm surprised Shirley didn't pick a man more carefully. She's in the spotlight and people are curious. It's too easy to find dirt on him, hurting her image. Absolutely. And getting back to Black Lilith, I finally learned one day that the secret to heating up a TV dinner, part of it is taking the food out of the the container that it comes in. And I know that sometimes that could be a little hard because everything's frozen, but if you let it thaw out just a little bit, just even if you let it sit out for 5 minutes, okay, just room temperature 5 minutes, and you take a fork or a spoon and you push it up, and then you put it on a regular plate and you heat it up that way. That was my secret to overcoming having to deal with microwave frustration, TV dinner frustration with the food not being hot.
But I just didn't touch you. I was trying to figure out where the dog at.
Okay.
Is he upstairs?
You done had a full day today. That's good. You kept yourself super busy.
I had a full day today. My summons came back. I was happy for that. I did like 20 minutes of work today. I'm going to pay off. I got to pay my phone bill, pay my credit card down today. And where the fuck you been? Where was you at? And then your stuff is fine, right? You don't need anything. That's it. Tomorrow I gotta work on your thing tomorrow since you went to court today. I just gotta call the public defender's office and give them your case number and have somebody looking to take on your case. Start now.
Yeah, because don't stay on it,
You
motherfucker.
just got to stay on what's the name, because Lewis don't like to talk to me, so,
Yeah,
or they don't respond. So you're going to have to deal with.
Nobody likes talking to you, Bony Tail, because you don't know how to talk to people. Nobody wants somebody who is unqualified and unlicensed telling them how to do their damn job.
Have to just, handle them there. But I'll do whatever, needs to be done on the other end. I didn't hear from your brother today, so.
You ain't gonna hear nothing. There's too much going on out there.
Listen, it's a lot going on, but I don't know. Sometimes you gotta, I don't know. Some things gotta be put on hold for other things. That's what that is.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
But I mean, this thing of it is, as long as when we go to trial, he show up for court, because he's gonna need to come to a character witness for all parties involved.
Well, sorry to break it to you, Ponytail, but Lamont, okay, Nesto's fake brother, because they are not related, okay. He's not on the witness list, so he will not be, a character witness at all. Now, maybe, I don't know if the defense might have tried to call him potentially as a witness, but a character witness, no, that ain't happening. He ain't got that kind of character. Do y'all think that she's gonna show up for the trial? Because she's always worried about who else going to show up. Y'all think she's going to show up? Is she coming? Y'all let me know if y'all think she's coming. And do y'all think she would be willing to testify on Nesto's behalf?
Yeah.
All parties involved.
Well, first I got to get on this taxi lawyer. I know I'll be sitting here for 4 months. I know this. I know that.
Try 4 months plus 8.
For sure. Because they come and say, oh, listen to the Chinese people, jail people. Because they know. Them motherfuckers, they say half of the jail damn near is full of murderers. I said, what for bodies? That's what they say right now.
It's Fulton County?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody's still on the clock. You have to. That's why they do that shit too. Because once it hits an indictment, they have so many days to see the thing through. But like I say, when you file for a speedy trial, that sets the clock. They gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go, or they got to throw that shit out. No, you gotta go. You gotta do it. And how you gonna? So what you gonna have? All 20 assistant DAs on Trump's case? It ain't. It's not.
Tony B said Sonia may show up only if she doesn't have warrants. Tony, do you know I was thinking the same damn thing? I was literally getting ready to say she ain't showing up because she probably got warrants. Oh my goodness. But and then you said, how mad is Marjorie with Shirley because Steve is a potential witness? Yeah, I'm sure Marjorie is like flaming mad.
So what did your girl say? What's her advice to you? Let me hear that part. Since she
Nothing. She didn't say. No, she didn't say anything. When she would say some things, and she was like, "Damn, look at you! You got all the answers." I was like, "Sure do," and she was just like, So.
Yeah, she got all the answers all right, all the wrong answers. All the wrong answers. That's what she got. And pretty much the consensus is, I didn't do an official poll, but the consensus is that no, she's not showing up for the trial.
She's in the radio world, and she knows how gossip and how that shit go.
Oh, absolutely.
And she there's two sides to everything. Just because you got an accusation don't mean it's true.
Okay, so what?
Or that is partially true. It could be 1,000% wrong.
Let's hear what her part is. Oh, is she gonna leave? Is she gonna stay? What's she gonna do? Let me hear that part. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
To see what's Shirley gonna do.
Yeah. I know she asked you that.
Hold on, let me think. No, she think it's nothing that serious. She's like, compared to Wendy Williams, this isn't bad. That's what she said. But Wendy Williams, yeah, because he had a whole baby on him. But I mean, that's kind of the norm. People getting pregnant on somebody. That's cheating and
So I actually did start a
Somebody
poll
pregnant.
real quick.
That's the normal fuck up. The normal fuck up is somebody putting their hands on you, cheating on you, and having a baby on you. Oh, that's not saying it's right, but that's just normal. You see that mostly when people have issues in a relationship. Is that
That.
yeah? So and then it's
Well, damn, Nesto might have all three. And if that's what she's saying, why I don't understand what Sonia's obsession is with Nesto.
matching up. Meaning one want to fuck and one don't.
Right. But
But
they never confronted me about anything. They never confronted me about anything. I don't know if I told you that. They never confronted me about anything.
so was more so concerned about what? What was her biggest concern?
Job and Big Dummy, Big Bird. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Concerned about that. Yeah. Yep.
Was she concerned? Was she concerned at all about you?
No, that's over with. No.
I mean, still. I mean,
listen, man. I don't really care about that. You know, I don't care about that.
So let's see. So yeah, pretty much the majority of you, 74% said no, she ain't coming. So there are some of you who believe that she might actually show up. All right, I'm getting tired of this call. I want to hear from Shirley. So we're going to pivot to the next call. And this is the call where Shirley Strawberry begins to ask Nesto about who he's been talking to. And I'm so glad that she asked that question about who he's been talking to. Because again, as I said at the beginning of the live, I didn't understand how is she not picking up on the fact that the money is low? She just put money on the phone and the money is low. So we're going to hear Nesto's response to her. But before we do, want to give a shout out to Butters and Blacksoaps and to tell you that you can shop on their website. Use code WISDOM for a 15% discount. I use their products. Their products are amazing. If you have a dry skin, then this is what you want to use. I just ordered the what did I do? I did the 5, I think it's 5 African black soaps for $30. And because I like the lavender African black soap so much, I just ordered 5 because I don't want to be running out of stuff. So I'm just letting y'all know. And if any of you are natural, when I say natural, I mean like you do wash and goes and you're wearing like your natural, curly hair, you definitely want to get their rose water spritz because let me tell you, I don't know, I didn't read the label initially and I thought it did something else, but what it actually says is it will it bonds to your curls. So it actually helps enhance your curls. And so if you guys are wondering, well, why Wisdom's Daughter ain't come on camera? Because my hair is not done and I don't want y'all clowning me. Okay. My hair grows really, really fast and I've got about 4 inches of new growth. And so no, I ain't coming on camera right now. But I sprayed it and I was like, wait a minute, like the curls are just forming. So if you have natural hair, that's what you guys want. I will put a picture of it up on the community wall with the link for those of you who want to try it out. But yeah, I put it on my hair every day because it helps moisturize my scalp and it also keeps my locks prevents my locks from being dry. So anyway, check out Butters and Black Soaps. And on that note, we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled program.
This video contains one call made on July 2nd, 2023. This was a few days after Nesto's Zoom hearing.
Nosy Body said, I think she and IS will be sitting right there on the defense side. Lord have mercy. Come on, YouTube. I'm going to trade YouTube in for a new model. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, I'll keep reading the comments until this thing acts like it wants to work. Tony B says, Shirley will never see the inside of any of Steve's houses if Marjorie has anything to do with it. Tony B, I have to agree with you there. I have got to agree with you there. All right, tell you what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second.
R-word charges.
I'm going to come out of...
In this call, Nesto says his folks, also known as Shirley ain't his folks anymore. Sonia talks about Scott Peterson's murder case for a bit, then she goes on to say she feels like leftovers. Nesto says,
All right, y'all, hang on one second. First of all, let me just make sure that this is the call that I want. Because I've done that before. I've actually pulled up calls and I'm like, wait, that's not the call that I wanted to listen to. So give me one second. Let me make sure that I've got the right call up here. First of all, um, Tony, I agree with you. I don't believe that Shirley is ever going to be allowed back in Steve's home. I believe that honestly, I think Marjorie is done with Shirley. I don't believe that friendship, if there ever was one, I don't believe that it's repairable at this point. Really don't think so. Okay. So I found the call that I'm really looking for. And the call that I started to play is the call where she says she felt like leftovers. So I will do a separate video on that or save that for another live. But I want to get into this call. This is the call that I really wanted to play for you guys.
Nesto and Shirley Strawberry. In this first call from January 31st, 2023, Shirley doesn't seem to want to talk to Nesto about his attorney. She encourages him to read his Bible and talk to God. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good. You sound tired today.
I might be.
Uh,
I need y'all to pray over YouTube because I'm trying to get through my live YouTube and y'all ain't helping. Y'all ain't helping at all. If Nesto was out, he would block her immediately, but he's using her for now. Uh-huh. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Okay. And
okay. Thank you for sending the information and all that good stuff. I appreciate that. It really helped today. Did you talk to the lawyer?
um, yes, but we're not. We're not going there. Yeah.
Huh?
No, I didn't talk to him, but no, I didn't talk to him.
Oh, okay. You said we not what now?
We're not going there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, something happened?
Hey.
Okay, I
Hey.
got you. I got you. Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay, all right. Okay, I understand.
obviously something happened because she said she talked to the lawyer, but we ain't going there. Did you talk to the lawyer? No, I didn't speak to the lawyer. And no, yes, I don't know what happened. This is the call that I told you guys that I thought was behind the paywall, but maybe phone calls from prison made it public. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's available. Um Something's going on with that. So yeah, I don't know. This is January 31st of 2023. So I'm trying to think what was happening around January 31st, 2023. I feel like this was around the time that Nesto um had told the lawyer not to speak to Shirley anymore because he was upset. Or I have to go back. There's a call. There's an earlier call, but there was a lot. I remember a lot that happened on January 31st. And if you're not taking, I mean, we'd have to have a whole notebook to be able to keep track of every one of these calls. But anyway, I'm going to go back and listen to those calls from January 31st to try to get some context here for you guys to figure out what's going on in this call and why Shirley is saying she talked to the lawyer, but she didn't talk to the lawyer and we're not. I feel like this is around the time that she was like, you're going to have to get a public defender, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll see.
Oh, my life, my life. But what I tell
Yeah.
you,
Oh, Dre is not coming to the trial. Tony B, Dre ain't coming. No, absolutely not. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he's coming. Mm-mm. I think, Dre, we have not heard from Peach Cobbler in I don't know how long. I want to just put his name on a video just because I know that he said he watches the videos
Okay.
with his name.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry.
I tell you what.
So how are you feeling?
I think she will only testify if she's forced to, or they come after her. Yeah, she ain't trying to go to no courtroom. I don't think she. Well, she might have been once or twice, but no.
Man, that's the best lawyer I ever had. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. Okay. What did you look outside today? Was it sunny?
Now Shirley talking about the weather. Listen, I don't know what is going on with this call, but then they start talking in code. Something's definitely going on here, and I want to get to the bottom of it. But I felt good about Shirley shutting Nesto down for a change. I was like, yes, take him down a peg or two. She was like, no, but we're not. No, no, no. He was like, did something happen? And she was basically like, stop talking, stop talking. At least Shirley Strawberry Loose Lips got the attention off the Harvey fam shenanigans for a bit. If there's a silver lining in this foolery, yeah, she sure did. Everyone's focusing on her now because for a time we were all focusing on Steve Harvey and his wife shenanigans. Her, she allegedly was messing around with the cook and the pool boy, and I'm making some stuff up, but I don't know if it was the pool boy, but definitely the chef, and there was some rumors in the YouTube streets that they weren't together and they weren't seen together. And whatever happened with that? Now everyone's talking about Shirley. Whatever happened with that? Let's get into
Sunny or raining, or it kind of was cloudy today, huh?
Yeah. It was kind of cloudy.
Okay, so Nosy Body said, let's get into the tonight's call drop with Deon. Okay, do we have to pivot to the Deon call? Is there is there a whole lot in there that we need to jump to that call? Because I haven't listened to it yet. So apparently there's something in there that we need to jump to. Okay. So I choose Joy said yes. All right, y'all. Y'all want to jump to the other call? I can summarize this call here. This call is 36 minutes, but the only real interesting thing about this call is that Shirley asked Nesto why the money on the phone didn't match. And he gonna tell her no, because when you put the money on the phone, if you put it on the account, I can only talk to you. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. So I'm gonna have to call Cobb County and find out, or call the Global Tel Link and find out how it works, because he told Shirley that if she puts the money on the phone, he can only talk to her. And I think that's a load of BS, honestly. I think that he was doing what phone calls from prison showed us he was doing. Them, like, I think they said 90% of the calls was with Sonia and 10% was with Shirley. It's not that hard to get that information. And he over here lying, talking about, no, I don't know what it is. Cause see, no, that ain't how that go. Cause there's a let me see if I can get to that part, and then we'll skip over to the Deon call if that's what you guys want to listen to. I'm gonna let it play, but I'm gonna try to queue up this call in the based on the transcript.
So that's a good thing, yeah. But yeah. So I'm just waiting until I can get a car and stuff.
Okay.
That's all. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Poor Shirley.
Well, I love you very much.
I love you too.
Yes, ma'am.
So this call is from January 31st, and Shirley still doesn't have a car. If you guys remember, October 31st was when her car was seized while she was getting her hair done at the salon at Panay. I believe it was Panay's, but if it wasn't, it was wherever she was getting her hair done, up in Roswell. And so 3 months later, this lady still doesn't have a car. She sounds so defeated. So defeated.
Yes, ma'am. That's all I can do is laugh right now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes people laugh to keep from crying, and that's good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right.
You saw that, you know about that situation in Memphis, right, where those 5 officers
did
killed that man.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
But you see what they showing about he that was he took a picture of the boy on the ground and sent it to his ex-girlfriend because it said the boy was trying to date the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
You saw that?
I heard that. I had heard that a long time ago. Yeah, but
What?
that's still no reason for. I had because I have ties and
Oh, okay, I got you.
Anyway, yeah,
I understand. Okay. Yeah, I
yeah,
understand. Okay. Well, things
yeah.
definitely gonna get better, love. Just hang on a little
Well,
bit
yeah.
longer for me.
God is in control. God is in control.
Yes, he
God
is.
is in control, and His timing, and He's doing what He does. That's all I can say. You can't question it. You just gotta trust Him that He knows what He's doing. And He does. So.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
This is true. This is very, very true.
But I do have to get a car.
Okay.
I
Well,
just can't believe I haven't had a car since November 1st. December. That's what? December, January, February. 3 months I haven't had a car.
Yep.
Okay.
Crazy.
Well, I know it, but God told me to
But anyway, God will take care of it.
16th, 2023, Shirley mentions to Nesto that there's less funds on his phone account than she expected. Nesto says he's only been talking to her. Debbie also comes on the line and speaks to Nesto. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me good now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, hon. How are you?
I'm all right. You get some rest?
You've been using the phone, I see.
Well, they ain't got no chair, so the guys, you know how it go. Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but okay, honey.
Well, we have chairs that we can sit down in. So what happens is, if they ain't got no chairs, they won't sit down and try to stay on the phone all night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they get comfortable, and then they be.
But what about you? I'm talking about your bill. It's gone from $50 to $30-something in a couple of days.
Wow.
$30.
So $50 to $30-something in a couple of days, which means that he's been, think about it. When we listen to these calls, how many times do we hear Sonia say, okay, call me back at 5 o'clock. Okay, call me back at 10 o'clock. He's talking to Sonia all day long. There's no way in hell this lady can have a job and she's on the phone with Nesto all day long. All day long. I'm pretty sure the call log doesn't just tell you who they spoke to, but it probably also tells you how long that they've been talking. So I have got to reach out to Cobb County and get a copy of those phone records. I don't know how far back I can go, but I'm curious to know not just how many times he spoke to Sonia, but how many times a day and how long, because these calls are half hour, sometimes an hour long, but I don't, we may not be getting the entire thing. Phone calls from prison is pulling out the ones where there's something there. So, but it's which we knew that. We knew that he basically was spending Shirley's money in order to talk to Sonia, because Sonia ain't got it like that. Someone tried to calculate how much money they thought Sonia had spent on Nesto since the beginning, but Sonia wasn't always putting money on his phone. He's using money that I believe, and I'll find out when I contact the jail to find out how it works.
What you mean?
Yeah, she said 30. I had to put another $50 on it the other day, and now it's at 30-something. That's all I was saying. We've been talking on the phone. That's all.
No, I ain't been talking to nobody.
Lies.
Well,
when you put the money on there, it's only for you. I only can call you. So what happens is, so if you don't answer the phone, they just ring, like it came in, but it'll tell me that you didn't pick up.
Yeah, I saw you called, but I was on the phone with my job earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so no, I don't get it. That ain't how they go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Just checking, honey.
Come on, Shirley, you know better than that. And I think Shirley does know better. I think Shirley sometimes just plays a doting wife and act like, she doesn't know anything, probably to not, get into an argument. But I can't believe that Shirley was duped to that level. She has to know that something's wrong, So I don't know if this instance, but me personally, I would have looked into it. How many of you would have contacted Global Tel Link and said, hey, listen, when I put Bunny on the phone, can they use that money to talk to anybody, or can they only use it to talk to me? And I don't, unless each person has their own individual PIN number, I don't, no, Nesto, that ain't how that go. That ain't how that go. You're a habitual liar, like Miss Boogie Down said. Sorry, Jet Black Straight said. So he's saying even if she doesn't pick up, they still charge his account. Perhaps, I have no idea. But if she don't pick up, why would he keep letting the phone ring, 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 and ring and ring like that, knowing that, she may not answer? I don't know, but we gonna get to the truth. Vicky Richards said he's a liar. She knows the truth. I think so too. She's probably doing some investigating. I listen. I would hope so. Black Lilith said I would track every cent of his calls. She said I'm tracking my money. You ain't just gonna be using my money. The reality is that at some point, Shirley Strawberry has found out everything that we know. That he's been talking to this woman as much as he has, telling another woman he loves her very much, looking forward to this other woman's pictures, that this woman has been calling her, pretending to be a representative from the lawyer's office, that she's running down to the jail to visit him, that she's calling him every day, that he's using her money. Nesto's using her money to call this woman. We don't even need to drag Shirley at all. We shouldn't, because just the reality of knowing, that's gotta hurt. Think about it, because it's mostly women in here. I know that there are some men. There are quite a few men that are on the live, but it's mostly women in here. Just think about that for a second. Let that sink in. The reality of knowing that his side chick is telling him to tell the lawyer should be talking to the wife who's paying for everything. Think about all the things that Sonia has said about Shirley and about her daughter. That's gotta hurt. Take Nesto, just the realization. Now, of course, she's heard about her husband, because she held on with this man all this time. Shirley Strawberry literally wasted like 9 years of her life. From age 60 to age 68, 69, 70. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, when I look at it from that perspective, she's punished enough. Just the reality of the situation is worse than any comment that anybody can say. Forget about the comments. The reality is worse. That all the time she second guessed herself, this is what was really going on. That the reason why they had to rush out of that beautiful house that they both loved so much wasn't about the bugs. It was because they were being evicted. Shirley evidently had no idea that they were being evicted from that home. I don't think she knew, because she said in a call, well, and it might have been this call. I know there was bugs, and it was a lot of bugs, but we could have just gotten, and she couldn't think of the name exterminator, but she figured it out. We could have just gotten exterminated. We didn't just have to leave. He took advantage. He duped her. He conned her. The woman that has spent her entire career damn near giving advice to other women, criticizing other women, judging other women for being in the same situation as she found herself in. Now let that sink in.
Yeah, that ain't how to go. So I tried to call Trey earlier. Was you saying something?
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I tried to call Trey earlier to see can he send me $100 because the lady came saw me yesterday. He said give it to about the 28th. They should have their decision by the end to go ahead.
So that girl repping BK New York said that the calls go through an operator and doesn't start registering until the call is accepted. And I think so as well.
told me that he got your message.
He got my message. Oh yeah, I knew he got my message, but he just didn't respond.
Yeah. He said he was in our trial. That's what he was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He told me. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He came told me yesterday. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He said give it to the end. He said you should have your everything should be good by the end. He said, but by next Tuesday he's gonna do something. He said.
Okay. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So you good.
You ain't got no problems either.
Well, I figured that out. Last 2 weeks, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna be just fine. Yep. So you'll be fine. If I say you're gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't got problems. You ain't got no problems. So you good.
Oh, he just told his wife she ain't got no problems. Tony B says Shirley needs to give a reverse strawberry letter on herself again. No, she needs to come out of the closet and get this tell-all book going. Okay, because at least she can make some money or profit, off of the story and get these endorsements and these movie deals going. How is Nesto putting out a movie? No, Shirley Strawberry should put out a movie. Okay, and she knows enough people in the industry to get some good people. Okay, Denzel Washington is not playing Nesto. It's not gonna happen. Sorry, it ain't happening. But how you gonna tell her that she doesn't have any problems? He got problems. You ain't got no problems. What kind? And once again, his favorite line, other than two favorite lines, that ain't how that go, and you gonna be just fine. No, you gonna be just fine. Or maybe not.
You ain't got no problems either.
Well, I figured that out last 2 weeks ago, and now I don't. But I'm good now. Feel better now.
Nope.
So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well then, that's good. Could you please make sure you take straight to him and put my 100 on the book, please, if you don't mind.
Yes, I will do that now.
Yeah, so I can go get me some fresh nut. Cause right when I got to stay fresh. I can't see until I be fresh. So
that's right.
Fresh. Yeah, but I did figure out.
You're out.
Yeah, but I do figure out why my clothes would smell like that. Cause I was drying them too much, and I figured it out because that's what they do here with these sheets. I said, damn, I smell that same smell. Is it me? No, it's the clothes being dried too long. Them cheap clothes dried too long. So that's the smell that you would smell that you hated. You remember?
Like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. The clothes be drying too long. And I probably put them on the wrong setting. So apparently I don't know what I'm doing to come out of that, but it's okay.
All right.
Well, I sure miss that house, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie about that, boy. I really miss that house. Yep, you fussing and complaining and talking shit. Yeah.
About those bugs. I don't miss
So here's where they're talking about
those bugs. I miss the house.
Yeah,
I don't miss those organic bugs from that forest or wherever. I miss that. Dude.
Well, I'm glad they were there with you. That made me feel a lot better. Yeah.
Now y'all see how Nesto changed the subject. She said, well, I don't miss those bugs. I miss the house. I don't miss those giant bugs from that forest. Now I done been to that house. I don't know what Shirley talking about, for ain't no forest nowhere near around there. I don't know what she's talking about, the forest. They do got a little bit of trees across the street in front, but it is not a forest. So I'm not oh, I never liked this video. I'm not too too sure about what she be when she's in the forest, but whatever. And Nesto went ahead and changed the subject.
Debbie, this is the chair, that brown chair.
Now I wonder if Debbie knows at this point that Nesto was talking crap about her, because Nesto don't call her fat, ugly, black. I mean, he don't call her so many names in the book. I can't even tell you. Can't even tell you. Anyway, I am fast forwarding and skipping parts in this call so we can get to the Dre call before. I mean, the Deon call before we wrap up.
Okay, yeah, she always does that. She don't mind driving. I'm the one that doesn't like driving.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. But that's good then. You got everything else together.
No, I have nothing together. Nothing. I don't have any furniture. I don't have anything. I'm doing the best I can.
Okay. So did
The best.
she go with you today to go get you some food in the house?
No, we're gonna do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that made me feel better right now. That made me feel better. Yeah.
Well, good, honey. I'm glad.
Okay, so Debbie's gonna stay there the rest of the week.
I guess her birthday's not till the 23rd, and this is just the 16th.
Oh, that's next week.
Now I love how Nesto is telling Shirley that she don't have any problems, but I don't know if it was at the beginning of this call because the YouTube is messing up, or another call that I heard. But Shirley is telling Nesto that she's hungry. You know, he's like, "Oh, how you doing?" She's like, "You know, I'm hungry," and that broke my heart. Lord have mercy, Jesus, that broke my heart. And you know, I don't. Maybe if she had spoken to Steve Harvey sooner and told him what was going on, that would have been avoided, because Steve would have put her up in a house. He probably would have put her up in an Airbnb. He would have put her up in a hotel. He would have done something. But to hear this woman talk about how she's hungry, Shirley Strawberry is, living in the back room at a friend's house. I believe whoever she was staying with at the time was out of town, and she has no car. Now why she didn't order DoorDash, I don't know. Maybe she didn't know about it. I don't know. She's old school. But she's talking about how she needs food. She's hungry. It just broke my heart. I can't stand that stuff.
Okay, I said we should have got some exterminators and yeah, we should have just bombed the house.
I'm just saying.
I know. I'm playing.
I know you are. I was just thinking about staying at the other house over there. I thought I enjoyed it, but I thought I didn't enjoy it. But the memories, I really enjoyed the house. I enjoyed when she came, the holidays.
Yeah.
She was just funny to me. She kept everything fair. I'll put it like that. She was the middleman judge. Kept it fair. Yeah.
Yeah. We should have just bombed the house with that some whatchamacallit. What do you call those people? Come and do the house. I can't think of it. Exterminators.
Oh, that's not bad. You got to put your circle on the wall where you can hear you good at, so you know your favorite spot.
Okay, I said we should have got some exterminators and got the house bombed and just stayed there.
Yeah. So he got some better stuff coming. God got some better stuff coming. This is true. Yeah, he got some better stuff coming. So we're gonna be just fine. So that's cool then. That's cool. Yeah. All right then.
I can agree.
Amen.
I talked to Deon. He just you to death. He said I ain't got nobody to talk to but her. I said, well,
and speaking of Deon, we're gonna switch over to this call. Listen, you guys got the whole lineup. Okay, we got the casting company right here. Tony B said Todd Bridges can play Nesto and Golden Brooks can play Sonia. Maybe Paula J. Walker as Erica and Big Boy as Dre. Jackie as Debbie and Felicia Rashad as Shirley. Kim Fields could play Mississippi Monica. She sure could. And then that 70s chick said, well, who's gonna play Panay? Who playing Panay? Y'all are hilarious. I would say Keisha Knight Pulliam could play Sheridan, but she too short. Sheridan is tall. y'all. Sheridan was towering over me. Okay. Like I was low key scared. I was like, "Oh, time to go, time to go." I felt like Mr. in the Color Purple. Time to go. Anyway, I'm referring to the infamous field trip. Okay, when we went to Shirley Strawberry's the salon where she was getting her hair did. But anyway, yeah. All right, let's pivot on over into this new call that phone calls from prison dropped. None of us have watched it, or most of us probably haven't. So we're going to get a real time reaction. Okay. Okay.
2023, Nesto and Dion talk about Shirley Strawberry and Nesto's charges. Nesto seems adamant that he won't go to prison for something he didn't do. They also talk about Dre, and Nesto wishes he could.
All right. So we said Felicia Rashad can't play Shirley. So we have to, y'all put it in the chat. Who is going to play Shirley Strawberry? We got to find, we need a Shirley Strawberry and we need somebody to play Sheridan. Okay.
Have a podcast to tell his story. Take a listen.
Go ahead.
Why was she? I don't get why she. Shirley trip. She should have told me that they take money off when you add money. Now they put more money on it.
Yes, Jet Black, they were evicted from that place. I don't think Shirley realized that they were evicted from there at the time. I don't know.
Okay. What she got
Because
going
the
on?
time you was calling, she didn't put it on there. Yeah, like when I called her back, I'm like, he called a couple times. She's like, did you send it? I'm like,
Okay, Tony Bassett. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Angela Bassett. She can play
listen,
Shirley.
I've been sent that money. 1, 2. You up here. You can bump right into me and get the little money. Like, I don't get why you out. Like, that's it. You need to just probably meet me and see I'm a player up there. I don't know what you be on.
Okay.
Straight up.
Okay.
AW, I didn't mean that she couldn't afford food. She didn't have a car. You know what I mean? And she was probably used to her friend driving her here, there, and everywhere. But I believe at the time of this call that she was saying that her friend was out of town. So she didn't have a car. So I don't know. It's just I didn't like to hear the way she said it. She just sounded pitiful. Pitiful. And lo and behold, here we have Deon talking about the same thing about issues with money on the phone. He like, I done been sent that money. So Nesto is dry begging and straight begging everybody for money because him and Sonia talking so much and Sonia ain't got it like that. So he got to constantly beg other people to put money on his books, money on his phone. Remember he said when he first got to Cobb County, yeah, I don't need any money on my commissary because I'm eating good. This is way better over here. He said that's why it's with the crackers. Y'all remember that call? So now he talking about every time Sonia asking what he ate, he talking about he had bologna sandwiches. He's trying to trade sausage for cereal. Cereal. Because somebody said I said it too proper. Cereal.
Okay.
Yeah, but my tire just exploded on me. I'm saying it's stuff.
Your tire exploded on you.
Yeah. That's just how my life been going. Stuff that be happening.
Oh.
Yeah. They didn't put the sensors back in my tires the right way. They got them on the wrong sides of the car. 1, 2. I asked my cousin to watch to see how much air I'm putting in there. He said it was 36, and then then he turned around and said it's 56. And then I about to let the air out of it. Then I looked at the gas hand. The car about to cut off. So I said, let me pull to the gas pump. I didn't even get to make it to the gas pump from the little air pump. The tire just exploded.
Too much air in the tire.
Too much air. So I just looked at him like, bro, you goofy as hell.
Is that the black car?
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm hot.
Damn. Well, how you been?
Why Deon always got issues with cars? The last time we heard from Deon, he was in an accident. Okay, he was in an accident. and messed up his back. Okay, that was his birthday. He just want to speak to his daddy. He didn't want Sonia all up in the conversation and whatnot. He was messed up because his car was totaled. Now he's got a car and somebody put so much air in the tires that the tire blew up. Come on now, I can't with Deon in the shenanigans.
How you doing, Phil? How you doing?
I'm breathing, everything, I'm here. I get wigged out every other damn day, but I'm here.
Okay, you car wash going?
I just started it out. That's why my little cousin with me. It's like I told him, we finally found the piece to make the water come out of the big tank. Boom. By the time we finally got that going, the little piece stopped working, but he the one got the receipt to the piece. So I told him to go back in there and exchange it. Get his money back with it, and then we got to come back around and buy it again. He go back in there and they asked him was anything wrong with it. He said, yeah, it's not working.
Damn.
So you damn dummy. So now what I had to do? Buy a whole nother one.
Damn. Well, she ain't asking to get the truck back, is she?
Nah, she told me to come clean up.
Oh, okay.
Cause I called her and I had to slip my mind. I looked at the tag and then I said, oh my God, her birthday. So I called and told her happy birthday and I apologized to her for missing it. She's like, it's okay. But I truly felt bad because I don't know how I missed.
I see y'all in the chat. Y'all doing good with this cast list. Y'all know I'm gonna post it and put it in the community wall, right? Let me take these screenshots. And I think we said Lynn Whitfield.
I'm
Okay.
taking her out to eat when I make a little money. I'm gonna take her out to get something to eat. Bring her some flowers, wash the car.
Oh.
Why is there always an issue with this damn truck? What's the problem? It's always a problem. The truck is leaking. You got the
carburetor or something. Because I don't like the fact I did that. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Oh. All right then. I mean, hey. Yeah.
She was telling me to call her and come kick it with her.
What now?
She was telling me to call and come kick it with her.
Oh, that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I already know what's going on because I don't talk to her, so.
No, I'm just telling you, that's all, I just hit my hand. Yeah, that's my dog. I love her, man. She's so sweet.
Yeah, she's straight.
What about Ving Rhames playing Steve? I like that. Or Dre. Could Ving Rhames play Dre? I think I like that better.
She still got a job. Ain't nothing happening. Which I knew it was going to do anyway. Yeah. That shit died down until they've been.
That girl represents Tony. We need someone who could be country bougie to play Steve.
So what's next? They done hit me with everything they can hit me with. So what else? Nothing. That's nothing. Nothing. You can't go no harder than that. So.
Dre over here giving, not Dre.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Deon over here giving Nesto, his sad story because he don't want Nesto to ask him for nothing. Remember, Dre the same thing. What you with? So my partner, you on the road? No, Nesto, I'm paying bills, paying these bills, right? Because he don't want nobody to ask him for money. Notice Nesto doesn't like when people come with their sob story, right? He's like, oh, okay then. Somebody says Shea McBride as Steve. Okay, that's a possibility. Y'all listen, we getting this cast list together. Okay, that's what we doing here.
What the court the other day said they didn't have no evidence. Motherfuckers still said they came in here because of hearsay. That means you can go tell the police you did this and that, and they said it's called a hearsay. That means Georgia has a hearsay state. That's what that means. So you gotta watch whoever you're dealing with. Motherfuckers say you. That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Hold on, I missed the first part. I had to just miss something. Say the first part again. I heard the last part.
Don't feel bad, Deon. I missed it too. I wasn't listening.
Okay. They got all the way in now. for the preliminary hearing. Let's let you see if you got probable cause for it to go to the grand jury. Okay, this is the DA. The DA actually, the same person that you had talked to on the phone was that fucking detective, and the
He's so nasty. The way he talked about the detective, his mouth is just
detective said she
disgusting.
didn't have no evidence at all. Said that they came in, but you can hear what the police forced them people to come into the police department and talk to them, to tell them something, and make up something. And that's what it was all about the whole time. The last charge I got, same thing.
So what's happening?
Huh?
I'm listening.
Yeah, now I gotta wait and see to go get a bond, and another week and a half or 2 weeks. You get a bond for this last case. They gave me a bond for all the other shit they put on me. Yeah, that. So that's it.
All right, so you saying you got a bond for everything but the last charge?
Yes, that's it. And I don't have a bond for the first charge that I went to for the what the fuck I want to call? Oh, for the barber guy. I don't have a bond with that fool. We're supposed to be going to trial, but
He doesn't have a bond for the barber guy. I don't even know what else was talking about. But here, this is Detective Fields. If you guys went on the last live where I showed what some of the victims look like, this is Detective Fields. Okay, if y'all haven't seen Detective Fields before, I just want to make sure that I had a chance to show that to y'all. All right.
we ain't even been to that yet. So
The
that's
barber
supposed to
guy.
be last week, but the dude had called.
Oh, was he talking about Calvin? Is he talking about Calvin when he says the barber guy, the guy that he claims came into his barber shop and, you know, Nesto, I believe it was between 5,000 and 25,000 that he stole from this dude, ultimately, this veteran?
He said he had shingles, so they put me off again. So that shit's supposed to have been done.
Win or lose, that's time served for that shit.
Thank you. So now that's what I'm waiting on. Waiting to go for a bond for that, and then I go to court again on that pornography shit. Another month I go to court again for that for a bond hearing. I still ain't been indicted on that shit. It's been 8 months. So now I got another lawyer. To put in a fast speed trial, let me go. Then I found out I didn't know the whole deal on the pornography shit. Trying to find out that shit. I thought they were talking about I wasn't trying to talk to some little kid or something. And I know that shit wasn't on my hand, impossible at all, because I don't fuck with kids. But they said they didn't know.
Oh my goodness, here he go again. Like, who are you trying to convince that you don't mess around with kids? Because I don't mess with kids. Lord have mercy.
What the fuck it was. Nobody knew that. Yeah, the only your folks had to go down there and get the fucking warrant and read the warrant herself.
Your folks? What he talking about? Sonia? What folks? What folks we talking about? I think said it's well,
yeah. Yeah, man. That Jose gonna put all this shit on the internet like I was some kind of goddamn kid nigga. But that wasn't true. They didn't even motherfucking go look for the warrant to see what it read. That shit crazy.
So you feel better now?
I know I ain't do shit anyway. You knew that.
I mean, I know that shit. I'm just saying. So basically, you feel a little better now. Like I know you was just mad about the shit. Now you got ammunition now. You ain't have no ammo.
No, I have because I didn't know what was going on. Because nobody wanted to tell me what was going on, and I didn't have the lawyer to bring the paperwork and me read the shit. So now I know what's going on. So I've been knowing this for like 2 months now. So I'm happy about that. But I already know I ain't do shit anyway. I've been knowing that.
I know your shit. I know that shit.
Yeah. So I just wish the wife was more that style. She can go search for shit, go look for shit herself, not just listen to what nobody say. But that's not her style. this ain't her MO. You know what I'm saying? She's not no type of person that's gonna do research. She's not gonna do that.
Shit. But hey man, you probably have somebody assisting with that.
But
you know what I'm saying?
She done ran everybody away.
Nah, Sonia done ran everybody away. Nesto says Shirley ain't doing no research. She ain't that kind of person. I would think because she's, somewhat into, well, she does broadcast journalism to some extent, that she would have some kind of research skills. But Black Lilith said Roseanne Barr could play the judge that does the pre-trial court sessions. Wait a minute. You want Roseanne Barr to play Judge Alex Manning? Judge Manning is going to be played by Roseanne Barr. Y'all killing me. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. I can't.
Ran everybody away, bro. She ran everybody away with that jealous shit. She ran that.
Yep.
But I would say that person that you said was, you remember that person that time we had to get that they did something to a person. The African had did something to a person. We had to straighten that shit out. Them folks thorough as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about now?
The African did something to somebody. They had to straighten it out. I don't know who he talking about.
Fur metal, yeah. Fur metal. The African had did something to him, and then they had to, you had got shot using the bed. You had to help them figure that shit out. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Folks thorough is a motherfucker home.
Okay, is he talking about Erica King when he says that he's thorough? Huh. I don't know if he's talking about. Well, here's the thing. Maybe he's not talking about Erica King. Maybe he is talking about Sonia. I mean, he said that she ran everybody away. I'm gonna have to listen to this call again later when I can process all this. But if he's talking about Sonia, that means that Sonia was around when Deon got shot, and that means that she was around Nesto a lot sooner than she said she was. Okay, because I have intel told me that she's known Nesto as early as 2018. So we're gonna wait and see all this stuff that's gonna come out in the trial. It's gonna be interesting. This trial, this gonna be a good one. This probably gonna be the best trial since OJ.
Thorough home. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought that was a white boy.
No. That they were dating a white boy, but they went out with an African.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't folks thorough, bro. Don't folks thorough. I found that too. Thorough is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait, man. Well, what I want to say, this shit is a life changer for me, though, boy. Motherfucker better be ready. All that shit they talk, they better be ready. All I can say, they hope they pockets fat. Boy, I hope they pockets fat. Ain't gonna lie to you. So, you can get in contact with your folks and tell them to send it to you. You need to text it to you so you can read it for yourself, so you have your facts together. Yeah. So you need to call her tonight and let her read that shit when she saw it. She came too. She heard everything.
Well, she sent me the thing, but then she didn't let me know that I can come until it was going on. She sent me the courtroom and all that. But by then, I can't go and change my car and make it back and all that in time because they be out here stealing that car.
Yeah, they do. But anyway,
so I wouldn't have made it back.
Yeah, and then on top of that, let her she tell you everything. I mean, no folks said they didn't. Man, this shit railroad is a motherfucker. Railroad. But it's called hearsay state. Now, don't forget that shit. You could be dead to the right. It's still called hearsay. So, what else I gonna tell you? Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be real careful now. Real careful. So it's back to the old days. Motherfuckers get locked up, they get out real quick now. But it wasn't like that when I first got locked up. That was the problem was. But everything happened for a reason because it was still coming out my ass anyway. I could have got out and they still would have locked my ass right back up. And that ain't about two people trying to really get out of me. is that fucking damn trying to make a name out for herself and DA. And it's common sense. When you read this shit, it's common sense.
The plane went over. I missed it.
I said that I don't see people trying to get at me except for the detective and that DA.
Everybody trying to get at Nesto, that detective and that DA. Um, wait a minute. I choose Joy. I ain't messing with you. She said Trump is Nesto. You gonna get Donald Trump to play Nesto? Oh my gosh, that's funny. See, his Nesto's problem is that he just assumed that things were going to be the way they were, the way they used to be, because the last time he got away with it, and the time before that, and the time before that. But time is moving, things are evolving, things are not the same. We have technology. There are body cameras. There's CCTV. You got cameras in the stoplights. Right, so you can't get away that easy. So part of Nesto, in terms of his crimes and stuff, he's thinking about what used to happen. Okay. And I guess whatever informant privileges he might have had must have run out. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
First, I thought I had some fucking roots on my ass. I said, somebody got some roots on my ass or something. But
just come down and sit back and think.
Yeah.
And see your drawing board.
Yeah, man. This man. But anyway, I was going to say something else. Yeah. So they gave me that ridiculous ass high ass bond to keep me in here. So now she went off the guideline. That bond was supposed to be about $10,000 account. $10,000 account. That's what the bond supposed to be. I'm supposed to be $40,000. So it's $4,000. They went from all the way up to $800,000. Which made no sense.
So they don't drop it back?
No. They ain't dropped it back. That's what it's supposed to be anyway, originally. That's what's supposed to be.
Right, but I'm saying, so did they not switch it back to 10,000 account?
No, because I got to go back to court. I got to go back to court again. You have to go to court every 90 days to get a bond here. It's the only time you get a bond. So I go back in 30 more days. Yeah, and then on top of that, this is what I had to say. They fucked up when they put me on that recording because they weren't supposed to record me at all. And
what you mean?
You're not supposed to be recorded unless you request not to be recorded. To be on that YouTube. That's what happened. That's how I got linked out.
Oh, so they supposed to ask you?
Yes, sir. Because I went to court again for the last charge they had put on me. They tried to say that I had that house in my name, but I never had that fucking house in my name. I never had a lease in my name. None of that.
Lies. And who said it? True to Me said, so I didn't make it to my dad's hearing to support him because my car might be stolen while I'm there. For real, Deon? Wow. That's his excuse. That's his excuse as to why he ain't coming to court. None of it. Where is Laverte? Why didn't Laverte come to court? Why hasn't Laverte come to visit her dad? Why has no one besides Sonia, Sylvia, and Daryl come to visit Nesto in jail? Dre ain't been there. Lamont ain't been there. Deon ain't been there. Laverte ain't been there. None of the wives been to visit him. Nobody has been to visit Nesto. And yes, I definitely think Jada Pinkett can play Sonia. And somebody said Whoopi Goldberg can play Sylvia. I'm not messing with y'all tonight. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Y'all are hilarious.
So they charged me with that. Yeah, they charged me with that. And all the dates was wrong and everything. They forgave the dates, all that. Put Shirley's name on her name. She never seen these people. She never talked to these people. I ain't never seen them either. But they still charged me with that shit. But they gave me a bond for it. But when I went to the same bond here, they did a pornography in front of the same fucking damn judge, I saw it says, do not record. That wasn't on the last time I went on there for the pornography. And that's how
because you said something about it.
No, because the lawyer...
Did he say pornography? So yeah, so when it on there, it said do not record. It wasn't on there last time when I went for the pornography. Jesus, Nesto.
That I got now. said something about it. And then when I went to court Monday, when I went to court Tuesday, she told me, she said, nobody's not going to record you in here to tell your business and everything. I requested it. Fucking damn dickhead didn't do that. So he came and saw me this week. I went off on his ass. I told him, you playing with me with these petty ass charges. You playing with me. All this shit, you playing with me. Ain't no sense to me. None of this makes sense to me.
What is that?
I told him I got done looking. I told him I die before I go to prison, bro. I don't give a fuck. He just looked at me, told me I got a long time to live. No, I don't. I lost every fucking.
That ain't what you told Dre. That is not what you told Dre. So now all of a sudden he talking about he would have to be a magic man in order to come out of this. Dre said, partner, I want to see how you gonna get up out of this one. Now he telling his son, ain't no way. I ain't got that much time. Yeah, now he talking big and bad, but he wasn't telling that to Dre. He was making Dre think that he was getting out soon because he wanted Dre's money to pay for these lawyers fees and help him get a new lawyer. Because he knows that he's gonna do some time, so at least he can get a lawyer to negotiate on his behalf. But Nesto talking about, no, I ain't trying to go back to prison. Wait, Lil Wayne as Nesto, he's a perfect mush mouth replica. Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious. Queen Lily said he's going to prison and he will not murk himself, period. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to prison. But I just find it interesting that he's telling his son, yeah, like I'm in a bad way. How am I going to get out of this? Like there's it's too much. There's no way. And this is just August 26th. So there were more charges, obviously, that have been brought out. So yeah, he's screwed all the way around.
For real. I don't want to marry to no regular motherfucker. Come on now. So it is.
You're right.
Yeah, and straight up. He just told me it's gonna be all right. This and that. No, it ain't gonna be all right, bro. It's not. So anyway, I just gotta stay focused right now. Not saying the wrong thing. I just gotta stay focused, stay prayed up. And this year will keep you from believing in God. This kind of shit what I'm going through right now, man, this shit make you think about the devil and everything right now, bro.
Nah, I'll say that.
No, I'm telling you straight up, bro. Look here, I'm in jail for something I didn't even do. I ain't saying no fucking angel.
Nah, I said, you know what I'm saying? I definitely understand that shit for sure. I definitely done and been in them shoes.
Yeah, so it ain't like it. I'm out here crying and begging and shit. See, I ain't liking that. Then I talked to Dre about a month ago. He pissed me off. Oh man, they got you so fucked up out here. I said, man, they been had me fucked up. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh man, with that child thing, nigga, you think your partner is that? You think your partner in that? We're gonna take a ride. We're gonna ride. In the Audi. We're gonna talk about that. I said, nigga, come on, man, come on. So, but here's the thing, I didn't.
That ain't what you said to Dre. You a damn lie. That is not what you said to Dre. You was mush mouth. You was over here like, yeah. When I get out, I'm gonna tell you the whole thing. We gonna talk. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you everything. Dre wanted to know what's up with these charges and them animals. What's up with them kids? Wait. Let me work on my accent. Hold on. What's up with them kids and them animals, man? I gotta ask you something, partner. We gonna go for a ride because you gonna have to tell me what's up with them kids and them animals, man. Dre want to know about them animals, Nestos, and now you talking all of this big. That's not what you told Dre. And then you like 10 minutes into the conversation, I'm gonna find a call, not tonight, but I'll bring it up another time. But he tells Dre, and when it's gonna work out. I'm gonna be out of here in like 2-3 more weeks. And when I get up out of here, we ain't even gonna need to have that conversation. Why you don't want to talk to your partner? That's your partner. Not, well, man, I didn't do nothing, so there's nothing to talk about. But no, we don't even need to have that conversation. All of this is going to come back to haunt him. Now, can Chris Rock play Nesto? I don't know. I'm gonna put Chris Rock on the casting list because we're gonna have to develop a cast list so we can call all these people and find out who's gonna play who's available, who's not currently filming. Chris Rock is an interesting one. I'm not sure. I ain't sure. But no, he was not talking all of this big talk. No,
Know
Jay.
what I know now. I have to tell.
I'm gonna hit his ass with that shit.
Yeah, I said, man, I said, get the warning, have a 10-cent to you. No, you don't need to send that. I said, man, send me some money, man. He sent it now. He sent the money now.
Yeah.
You sent
I
the
already
money
said
now.
though, I said I ain't going for that shit. They gonna have to show me that shit. I said I tried to hit. I told him that, and he said that shit back to me though. He said he ain't going for that. He said he wasn't going for that shit either. So that's crazy. He said that shit too though.
Yeah. No, cause he's like, I told him long time ago, don't be listening to that media shit. Cause every time when Evan was doing something and Steve them doing something, man, I said don't listen to that shit. Half of that shit ain't fucking true, nigga. Cause I'm in the loop. That don't mean the shit gonna be true. You can't listen to that.
Right.
They got your boy fucked up right now. You gotta know what's going on with the character. You know my fucking character.
Oh boy, here you go.
So he sent the money. I ain't talked to him. I said I ain't talked to him until about October. He said, what you gonna do about your wife? I said, shit, she got to do what she got to do.
Now listen, I have had a crush on Marky Mark. Okay, because remember he used to go as Marky Mark Wahlberg for years. Yes, he can definitely play Will Wheaton. I'm trying to think. There's another actor too that's about that height. But yeah, he can definitely play. He can definitely play. He can do Wooten. And did y'all say Ebony Steele and Shirley? Y'all messed up. I don't think Ebony Steele want to play Shirley. She dodged the bullet. I don't think she ain't coming to the trial. She don't want to be in the movie. Don't even say her name. Nope.
She need money to be there, but she got to do what she got to do. Shit, that's it.
Yeah.
She got to do what she got, and everybody in her motherfucking ear too. She's scared her damn self. She trying to figure out how she gonna keep her money going. She got to survive. She got that fat lady over there too, staying over there in the ear. Everybody in the ear. Throw it in the ear. Everybody in the ear. So I gotta let that ride. Only thing I can do is save my damn self now. That's it.
Right.
That's all. That's it. But anyway, yeah, I told Lloyd, look here, man, shit, I ain't going to prison for something I ain't do, bro. You gonna get yourself together right now. I put my head bang piss wall, close the door on him before I do that. For real. I'm going out, goddamn, with the pride. I ain't going outside, bro. I ain't doing that.
Right.
So it is what it is. I don't give a damn. I don't care about this shit, what I'm saying in my mouth. Because I ain't get to understand what's coming out this type of shit here. So I'm good.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, give it them folks, listen what they got to say, because they got the facts. They got the facts. So I wish I can get me a podcast. I can stretch out to some people and tell them straight up what's going on. But
You want a podcast?
I just got to be
Why you
patient.
can't?
You got too much going on, man, and ain't nobody that's going to take the patience to do it just really like doing that shit. You really don't like doing all that type of stuff. That shit. You don't. You tell me what to do, but you ain't finna do it. That ain't just
shit, I had about me a little podcast. I had about two. I had
You know how many people listen to you, what you got to say about this situation. You're a facts person. You ain't got to work the rest of your fucking life. But this is not your game.
No. First of all, you need to have a conversation with your prayer partner, okay? And talk about you ain't got to work for the rest of your life. I don't know where the hell he got that from, but no. And secondly, you cannot buy a podcast. I don't know where he got that from. He gonna buy a pod. He said he bought two. He said he bought two podcasts. Okay, Deon. You know what? No, no, sir. I bought two podcasts. No. And I have somebody for you that could either play Panay or she could potentially play Shirley. So I'm bringing up those pictures in a second. I'm going to pull them into StreamYard and I'm going to show you who I think could potentially play Shirley. This is who I think. And I got somebody to play Debbie too. So we're gonna I don't even know what Debbie look like, but I got somebody who can play who I think would make a good Debbie. And somebody mentioned Uncle Elroy. So I'm going to bring all these pictures up and I'll show you guys in a second. All right. You guys are so funny. Yeah, I think Kim Whitley could play Debbie. I'm gonna show y'all what Kim Whitley looks like. Let me get the pictures up and I'll show y'all what Kim Whitley looks like. I think she could definitely do it. And I think the comedian and actress Samore, if you guys remember Samore, I think Samore can most definitely play either Shirley or Panay. All right, let's keep going while I get this in the stream yard.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So I got to get.
And Deon, again, that ain't how that go. You can't buy a podcast. Sorry, sir. You can start a podcast. You can create a podcast. You don't buy a podcast.
But this is their game. So it coming. It coming. So I'm just curious to see how this shit gonna pan out by this time next year. I motherfuckers who just left me to the side. Just say, fuck it, I got to do what I got to do. I just don't. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh man, I knew you were gonna beat it. I don't hear that shit. I don't want to hear none of that, bro. At all. So it is what it is. You just keep your head up, stay out of goddamn hot water.
Yeah.
Straight the fuck up. That's
You
it.
ain't saying that wrong, player.
Yeah, you just gotta stay out of the way, bro. Cause motherfuckers, man, look here. What I'm seeing on the news, man, motherfuckers ain't got no money, bro. They ain't got nothing going on. Shit catching on fire everywhere. Niggas shooting every day. Motherfucking killing kids.
This shit wild out here. That's why I've
see
been
it.
really like. That's why I've been trying to. I ain't been trying. I've been painting. Me and Charlie been painting the house, getting the house remodeled or whatever a little bit. Trying to get me a little more money, trying to get some new AC units, get some new windows and stuff. That I just want to be out niggas' way. Start up. I said car wash. Figure out what's wrong with this truck. Go get somebody to get me a trailer. Start up this hot side. Keep it pushing. I ain't out here about to keep playing shit. Everybody getting older, man. This shit ain't gonna get reset and go backwards on the age. But you can reset on getting some money every day. You can rebrand yourself and rebuild yourself every day. So that ain't shit. The world love a hustler. And the motherfucker love and the world love underdogs.
Yeah, this
right
is
now
true,
you're the
man.
underdog. Shit,
Yes,
motherfucker got down Kanye out.
What you talking about? Man. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna be just fine. It's coming.
Most definitely is.
It's sure coming. Can't wait.
I'll be just fine. So this is who I think could potentially play Shirley. I think she could play Shirley. This is the comedian Samore. What y'all think? Y'all think she could play Shirley? She kind of looks like Panay, to be honest with you, but she could definitely play Shirley. And this is who I think could play Debbie. I think Kim Whitley could play Debbie. Now, somebody mentioned Uncle Elroy. Now, this is what Uncle Elroy looked like when he was in Friday, but he don't look like that no more. Now he look like this. So I don't know. We may have to find somebody other than Uncle Elroy to play Nesto. Anyway.
Can't wait. Yeah. So
Yeah, worry about that, player. You gotta come out on top, man. Shit.
You know what
All you gotta do is keep up with everybody that said what they said, so you can come back with that slander.
Yes, I am. Hey, you know what you said? Hey, man, this could be a blessing for you. Ain't nobody told me no shit about you like that but you.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, it could be a blessing for you. Yeah. So I just can't wait to make sure get out and make sure to get her flowers. You know, she can't do so much of damn stuff right now. So I get that. Get it. Yeah. I got it.
Yep.
So it is what it is. Can't wait.
But then it's like shit, it's like, okay, cool. I probably think I listen to what Shada say before I tell her that though.
Tell who?
Because before I tell Shirley that it wasn't nothing about no kid. But then it's like shit, it's still I don't know. I'll wait to hear what Shada say.
Yeah, you need to see what Shada got the fact. She gonna send that shit to you. She gonna have underline. She gonna have everything. It gonna make so much sense to you. You gonna like what? It gonna make so much sense, bro. You gonna see. And judge didn't even read my shit. Let me tell you how they spent the shit. I was going to a fair judge 2 weeks ago. I was going to a fair judge. Them folks spent the shit out and sent the damn thing in the paper to the court talking about the damn officers going to train, okay, and put me into the same judge that put the shit on the internet. Ain't that crazy? Cold.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Cold.
That's a cold, bro. And I told goddamn little shorty, she said, no, I see on YouTube she fell. I said, I'll tell you what, I got a bed for you. You gonna see me $100, goddamn. You gonna see me $100 if you see this shit ain't fair, right? When you see how they gonna railroad me in that coat room. They railroad me exactly what I told her they was gonna do. That motherfucker like, wow. Them folks sit up and said, do you have anything? No. You have any evidence? No. Crazy. Do you have any phone records? No. Do you know what his whereabouts was? No.
Well, now you know they had it all. He over here talking about no. Well, yeah, they they got a whole lot of evidence. So much evidence. It's gonna take your lawyer 6 months to go through all the discovery. Okay. Anyway, you thought you
None
have
of that,
nothing.
bro.
Just fucking you over.
Man, she gonna tell you. The mom was there. He came. Yep. So, yeah.
You're not tell it to me uncut.
Now y'all probably wondering what the hell is this on the screen? This is my dog Allie. This is the little one. Okay, because somebody asked me about a play date because they ain't giving their dog no attention. But yeah, my dogs then gave up on me. They like, you know what? It's over. It's a wrap. We ain't getting no treats tonight. Mom is on the YouTube. The big one is on the floor. She knocked out. The little one jumped on my bed, and she knows she ain't supposed to be up here. But anyway, so I'm trying to find the comment of the person who asked. Oh, here it is. It was Black Lilith. She said, Wisdom's daughter, can my dog come over to your place for a play date? Because he is losing his mind over here because I'm not paying him any attention. You need to pay that dog some attention. Let him climb in your lap if it's a little dog. If it's a big dog, let him just come right by your feet and do something. Dogs like to lick everything. Let him give you a little kiss or two. Anyway.
Yeah. She will too. She gonna tell to you too. Straight the fuck up. So, here's what it is. So all I gotta do now is just sit here and be patient, and I'm gonna get mine. Yeah. If I get it now or I get it when I'm dead, it's gonna be like Michael Jackson, still making money.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's what I'm thinking right now. You make more money when you're dead, player. Yes, sir. Hey, straight up.
That's not going nowhere right now, though. So.
Well, you know, if I do, goddamn, go ahead and put me in that goddamn put the shit on fire, put me on your counter up there. Yeah, don't put me on the ground, put me on your counter so you can talk to me every day.
What? Don't put me on your counter, put me on the ground so you could talk to me every day. What the hell is he talking about? What about Will Smith? Because Will Smith play Nesto. I think Will Smith could play Nesto. Now I know he's not as dark in complexion as Nesto, but you know he can get a tan. He can play Nesto.
Oh, say that again. You funny as fuck, man.
Hey, that's it, man. So shit, you make sure the grandkid good and everything, man. Shit, that's what it's all about right now. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You said just put you on the counter, don't put you on the ground.
That's right, sir. And when you get tired of living, throw me out there with that good air water in Florida, bro. That clear water. Yes, sir.
That green water in Florida. Listen, Nesto gonna hightail his behind all the way to Florida as soon as he get out, if he ever get out, which I don't think he is. But what is he talking about when he says throw me on that counter? And listen, I don't know, but that sounds like sounds like some type of homosexual reference. I don't know.
Yes, so you don't want to go on the ground? I want to go straight in the water, man. I want to go straight to Florida water keys. Put me out there. So every time you go to Florida, you think about it. That's why I want to be in. Yes, sir. If motherfucker ain't thinking about me now, look at man. Motherfucker ain't thinking about me now. Who's going to clear in the grave when you leave? I'm here. Hey, I got to keep my shit 1,000, bro. Yeah, what it is. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to keep 1,000. I can't talk to Shirley because I can't tell her what to do because I don't even know if I got the same marriage certificate now.
Your ass is
Oh, hey man, I can't tell her what do. How can I tell somebody to do?
Wait. What did he just say? Ho. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on.
Can't tell her what do because I don't even know if I got the same marriage certificate now.
Wait a minute. Hold on. One more time.
Now, I can't talk to Shirley because she don't. I can't tell her what to do because I don't even know if I got the same marriage certificate now.
I don't even know if I got the same marriage certificate now. Now, I don't know. That's interesting. I'm thinking about the conversation that he had with Tasha K, where she said, "Well, are you aware that you're not legally married to Shirley? There's no marriage certificate. Nobody could find this marriage certificate." But that wasn't until December. This is August, and he's saying, "I don't know I don't even know if I got the same marriage certificate." I don't know what he means by that. I really don't know what he means by that. I don't know if it's because Shirley has said she's tired or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he means by that, but it's interesting that he brought it up about their marriage certificate. I don't even know if I got the same marriage certificate. Well, apparently Nesto didn't even know where the marriage certificate was. Or but anyway.
Your ass is.
Oh, hey man, I can't tell her what do. How can I tell somebody to do if I don't know if they're married to them now? Don't crack her tell her to get a divorce. Tell them what the fuck going on right now. I don't know what's going on. You ever said, or you
You're right though.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck going on, and I ain't finna worry about it. Next thing they gonna see me, goddamn, 3 piece down. Yeah, smelling good. So I'm not even concerned right now. You got as long as you got your facts together and got the truth know going on, you gonna see. And one thing I
That's
do
all you
know is,
need.
yeah, and one thing I do know, and I didn't realize it, when you got some shit going on, first thing a female do is holler about it. You done did something to them. I done seen that shit happen 1,000 times. Never thought it happened to me.
Yeah, motherfucker think you got time.
That's it. So it is what it is. Right?
You have 1 minute remaining.
I hate it for them. So
I'm
yeah.
trying to
So
tell you.
boy, look here. So anyway, yeah. Get with them folks, man, so they can see that shit, so you can see. You'll see. So I love you, player. Keep a little money on your phone here, so I can talk to you next month.
Yeah, I got something on that player.
All right. So I'll talk to you next month, lady brother, and be good. Yeah, get with y'all so she can send that info to you, so you can see your fact yourself. And I'm gonna have
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna have the transcript too, so you can read all that shit.
Yeah, I need that.
All right, cool. All right, bro.
Thank you for using
Deon said, "Yeah, I need that. That's a damn shame." Even he want the transcripts and want to see what's going on and what's all this about and this, that, and the third. Oh, you finally joined your little sister on the bed that y'all not supposed to be sleeping on in the first place? Mm-hmm. Okay. Both the dogs on the little day bed in my office. Anyway, Elroy could play Dre. He looks like him a little. He does. True to me, he does look like him. So that I think that's a good match. Eve B says Spike Lee will make a good Ernest. Tony B said Tyler Perry can provide the wigs. Oh my goodness. What if Tyler Perry played the public defender? Wait a minute, I said it too proper. The public defender. Because he was kind of big, round head. Yeah, what if he played the public defender? Let me remind y'all what the public defender looked like. Okay, because some of y'all didn't catch the live that I did. So if you didn't catch it, check the replay out where I showed you what some of the victims look like. But let's go. Let me see where it is. Let's look at pictures of the public defender. Let's look at pictures of the public defender. But I think we have a good cast list. I'm gonna put everything together. And I don't know why for some reason I can't find hold on a minute. I know it's in here. I can't find my pictures of the public defender. Um Anyway, Nesto. I mean, not Nesto, but I think Tyler Perry. I think Tyler Perry could definitely play him. I think that would be a good one. Or you know what? You know who could play? Wait a minute. Who could play Nesto? What about Peter Thomas, Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband from the Real Housewives of Atlanta? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about him playing Nesto? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Can Peter Thomas play Nesto? I think he can. I think he can definitely play Nesto. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all think. But anyway, let me get to let me get to the rest of these comments. All right, let me see. So we said Amanda Seals as Boneytail. Okay, I think that could work. Jody could play Sonia's son. Y'all ain't right. Shirley from What's Happening can play Erica. No. Shirley from no. You said from What's Happening when the episode when Shirley had the wig on. All right, I'm done. Nosy body. Report. Okay. Report to the principal's office immediately. Okay. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Bring all your belongings to the principal's office. Sharon Leal as a judge, that's possible. He said, burn him up. He wants to be cremated. Nesto is nuts, period. The Rock can play Dre. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute now. Maybe instead of Tyler Perry, The Rock, maybe The Rock can play the public defender, the new public defender. Yeah. Who's going to play Hannah Rondon? I haven't heard anybody say who's going to play Hannah Rondon. So y'all let me know who's playing Hannah Rondon. Let me show y'all what she looks like. And yeah, I was gonna say if I don't have her picture here, then I know something's definitely going on with my computer because I had all these pictures in here. Yeah, let me know who is going to play Hannah Rondon. Who's gonna play Hannah? We gotta find somebody for Hannah Rondon to play the lawyer. Definitely gotta find somebody for her. All right, let me see. Let me see. And I have too many pictures in here. Way too many pictures in here. I'm gonna have to clear some of this out. Okay, here's Hannah Rondon. I found her. All right, I'll show y'all what Hannah looks like, and y'all gonna have to tell me who's gonna play Hannah Rondon. Okay, this is Hannah Rondon. So who's gonna play her? I was thinking, what's the blonde chick from Clueless? I mean, she's much older now, but I don't know why I can't think of her name. Let me see if I can look it up. Anyway, we are having way too much fun. Alicia Silverstone. She might be able to play. Y'all tell me what. Can she play Hannah Rondon? I think she can. I think she can play Hannah Rondon. I do. Let's see if I can pull up her picture. Let's see. I think she can. I'm just gonna share it with you because it's gonna take me too long to save this picture and pull it back up. So here's Alicia Silverstone. If you guys remember what she looked like. So there she is. Can she can play Hannah Rondon. I think she can. She sure can. All she got to do is dye her hair red. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? So that's and here's Hannah Rondon. I think we got a pretty good match. That's what I think. Um Nah, I don't think Will Smith will make a true Nesto. No, yeah, you scratch that. This is who I'm putting in for Nesto. I think he should play Nesto. This is Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Peter. Peter Thomas. I think that's who should. He's talking about his ashes. He's talking about spreading his ashes in the green waters. Nesto wants to be cremated and have his ashes placed on the counter. That's what he was talking about. Put me on the counter and not in the ground. Lord, thank you, True to Me, for interpreting his mush mouth because I didn't know what he was talking about. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay, so he's talking about cremation. Okay, Dave Chappelle can play Nesto. I don't know if Dave Chappelle. Well, that's a possibility. We'll add him to the list. You know, we're not going to exclude anybody from the list. Yolanda Bynum. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I don't be clearing my throat in the microphone, but Yolanda, Martin Lawrence is not going to be able to play anybody anytime soon. I don't know if you guys heard that he recently had a stroke, and it was all over social media and the news feeds because he was at some event and Will Smith literally was like helping him hobble along so people can see him, and you can clearly see he's got left side weakness. He looked like his mouth was a little twisted, and people were very concerned. But he had a stroke. And so, yeah. So I don't think Martin Lawrence is going to be recovering from that for a while. So I don't think so. What about Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx potentially could play Nesto. Yep. All right. Country Wayne can play Nasty Nesto. Oh my goodness. That's possible. That is definitely possible. Lord, isn't Suge Knight in prison? We got everybody playing Trey. He went from cremation to being back on top in a 3-piece suit. Yep. Walmart paper as the marriage license for Nesto and Shirley. Tony B, I'm done with you. You talking about Suge Knight and Dre, I'm done. Lil Mama could be a good Sonia. She could. She definitely could. Wardrobe provided by Kanye West. And, Diddy likes to take people shopping, so maybe he will provide the wardrobe for the cast. Peter Thomas could play Nesto. Idris Elba could play Nesto. I love it. Definitely Thomas. Absolutely. I love these ideas. This cast list is getting longer and longer. Black Lilith said, hell yeah, Peter got the role. Y'all funny. I am all for Mary J. Blige playing Erica. I am with that. I am all for that. I'm for Lil Mama playing Boneytail because she's small enough. Jackie says, hey. The actress Jennifer Garner could play Detective Fields, right? She could play Detective Fields. Yeah. What do we think about that? I think that can work. I definitely think that can work. And one of these big production companies, entertainment film companies, owes me and half of y'all up in here a check, okay? Because we basically casting this whole movie for them, okay? Fani Willis is going to play herself, all right? Because ain't nobody could do Fani like Fani, so she's going to play herself. We're going to get her to play herself. So we'll do that. And I think we can afford her. To be honest, they may have to put Nesto on unalive watch after he gets convicted. He seems like he would lose his mind in there. Oh yeah. He would be terrified. She's too pretty, but Keke Palmer could play Sonia. She can really act. But Keke Palmer's not skinny enough, though. You know what I mean? She thick. She got curves and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Both shady. Yeah, Peter. Oh, I choose Joy. That's messed up. Selena Gomez as Hannah. Okay, I can see that. I can definitely see that. Selena Gomez can play Hannah. All right. The crossing guard that got arrested with the 5 o'clock shadow can play Sonia. I'm done. I'm done with you guys. You know what? I'm free to be me. You go into the principal's office too. Okay. Guess Bad Boys 3 is on hold. Yup. No, it's not happening. Unless they use AI, it's not happening. Dakota Johnson, but she might have to gain a little weight though. Oh, that's messed up. Who is Dakota Johnson gonna play? She's gonna play Detective Field. She's playing Hannah Rondon. Who are we talking about? Oh, you know what? Isola Taylor. Isola Taylor said Bill Bellamy is gonna play Nesto. All right now. I could get with that. Bill Bellamy. Maybe he might be able to play. Maybe he can play a young Nesto. Yeah, I could definitely get with that. Taraji as Fani. Okay, we may have some money in the budget we can afford Taraji, and we'll give Fani a break because Fani's actually going to be trying to deal with Trump in these cases and whatnot and figuring out what they're going to do. Because I read recently that the Georgia cases are on hold, and I'm like, no. Jamie Foxx as Nesto. That's disrespectful. MJ ain't in. No. I like Mary J. Blige. She got that. She could do that. Hey, Nesto, Queen of the South. She can do it. She can definitely do it. Loretta Devine would be a great Fonnie Willis. No, Loretta Devine will play the infamous prayer warrior. That's who Loretta Devine is gonna play. She gonna play the blogger. That's who she gonna play. Isla Fisher could also play Hannah. She was in Wedding Crashers. Okay, I don't know what she looks like, so I have to look her up. Okay, we got. I said the movie is out today. Angela Lewis Snowfall as Sonia. That's another possibility. True to me. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, "Thank you, Wisdom's daughter, for the Friday night shenanigans." You are so welcome. I'm enjoying this time with you guys, Queen. May your gift return back to you tenfold. I appreciate the gift. I'm gonna try to get to the rest of these comments, and then we gonna and then we gonna ball out. Sky Jackson as Sonia. Okay, I can see that. We got a lot of candidates for Sonia. Somebody said Cuba Gooding Jr. as Nesto. Look, I know why. I know why you said it. Okay, so that's a possibility too. Medea as IS. Maybe. No. Maybe we would just have Medea, just to have Medea up in the story, because Medea gonna tell it like it is. Medea gonna tell Shirley how stupid she is. Medea gonna tell Sonia. Medea would let them have it. That would be hilarious. Maybe we'll save that for the bloopers, or we'll put that in the end where Medea gives us a piece of our mind. Maybe Medea is gonna play one of these judges. Maybe we'll get Medea to play one of the judges, because Medea ain't playing around. China can play Sonia, the Disney actress. She also played in the movie with Idris Elba as his daughter. Nesto cellmate said, "I keep Nesto warm at night." You know what? Listen, I ain't have enough wine tonight for all of that, because Nightbot was not on his job. He didn't go to the store for nobody. Nightbot must be hanging out with Uncle Willie tonight, because he was not on his job. This thumbnail, this picture, Nesto cellmate. Listen, you are throwing me right now. I keep Nesto warm at night. Oh my gosh, Miss Jerry from Martin as Sylvia. I agree. Loretta Devine as the blogger. Angela Bassett as Shirley. Now that's a good one. Somebody said, "I'm with Cuba as Nesto." Okay, we're gonna get Cuba Gooding Jr. to audition. Yeah, you okay. Y'all are a whole mess. Okay. And all I'm gonna say is the picnic was a little light tonight, but that's okay. Whoever missed it, y'all just missed it. Because listen, the live show ain't nothing like the replay. Can Polydent provide the support for Nesto's dentures for the actor playing his role? I think Polydent needs to sponsor Nesto so he can keep his teeth in his mouth. And I think they also need to sponsor the Bald-Headed Heathen, because I'm so tired of watching her visit Nesto in these video visits where she's moving her mouth all around, like chewing like a cow, trying to suck her teeth back up in her mouth. Mr. Brown needs to be a bailiff in court. OCC, look, I said what I said. How much did you have to drink tonight? How much did you have to drink tonight? It was only supposed to be one glass. Ain't nobody told you to drink the whole bottle. She said Mr. Brown needs to be a bailiff in court. Lord Jesus, we're going to turn this from a drama into a comedy. So you know what? We're going to have the drama version, and then we're going to have like the parody comedic version. It's going to have to be two different versions of the movie. Okay, if y'all are all in agreement. Okay. Oh, we forgot somebody. Who is playing Dominique? Well, wait a minute. We had some really, really good. What about Keke Palmer? Can Keke Palmer play Dominique? I think Keke Palmer can play Dominique. I think that will work. We don't know what Dominique looks like, but we do know that Nesto tried to hook Dominique up with Dre once upon a time. He tried to hook Panay up with Dre once upon a time. He's trying to hook Dre up with Sonia's sisters. I'm trying to figure out why. Why is Nesto over here always trying to play matchmaker? But yeah, we're going to have two versions. So we're going to have the Lifetime movie version. okay, or the Tubi movie. So if Lifetime doesn't take the deal, then we're gonna pitch it to Tubi, okay. And then we're gonna have to do we're gonna have to do the parody, the comedic version. So we're gonna have Medea up in there, we got Mr. Brown up in there, we gonna have Tamala Mann up in there somewhere. Maybe Tamala Mann will play Debbie, I'm not sure. Okay, Wisdom's daughter might be up in there somewhere. I don't know who I'm playing yet. Maybe I'll play Dominique. I'm not sure. But yeah, we can Vanessa Williams play a judge? She sure can. Vanessa Williams could potentially play Shirley too. You know, she could. We put a short wig, what do they call it? A pixie cut. She could definitely. We might have another candidate for a Shirley. Okay, I think this can work. All right, now who is going to help us write this script? Okay, I can write it, but I'm busy. I need somebody to help me. He need to wear Mr. Brown's clothing too. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of Mr. Brown. Now, as much as I love the Tyler Perry movies, if you guys have never seen the actual plays, they are funny. Mr. Brown, Tyler Perry. Let me see. Oh my God. Yeah. Hold on. It's the outfits for me. It is the outfits for me. Jeez. Mr. Brown is gonna be a bailiff. And instead of him coming in uniform, looking proper, okay, you got to look proper. Mr. Brown is gonna roll up in the courtroom looking like this. Yeah. This how he gonna roll up in the courtroom looking. Lord have mercy, I can't. Let me see if I can find a better. This picture's okay, but I need to find a better one. Okay, here's another picture. Let's see if this one comes out a little better. Let me see. Y'all have to watch the play version of Mr. Brown, because in the play he has these yellow plaid color pants, and I can't even tell you. But anyway, hold on one second. Let me bring these up in the StreamYard. and then we gonna wrap up. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. Listen, y'all, we've been having a good old time. I have not done a live this long in quite some time. So this is how Mr. Brown is gonna be rolling up in the courtroom. Okay, he gonna be like, Mr. Judge, I'm here. I'm ready. You know how Mr. Brown talk. This is your granddaddy. Now, if y'all haven't seen the play, y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, what else we got? Let's see. I got away from my comment. I got too far from my comments. Hold on one second. Let's see. Oh, Terrence Howard. So somebody said, can Terrence Howard play Nesto? Okay. Can Tasha Smith play Miss Jones? Absolutely. And can Ricky Smiley play Sonia at the prison visits? You know what? I'm done. Two different people need to play Erica for sure. Somebody want. I choose Joy. She been drinking, y'all. Say Ricky Smiley gonna play Sonia at them prison visits. We will put him in the wig. He can do it. Ricky Smiley can do everything. Tasha Smith gonna play Miss Jones. Terrence Howard is gonna play Nesto in the parody. Vivica Fox can play the woman who threw Dre a birthday party. Now, what role can we give Vivica Fox now? Because Vivica Fox, she could do some things. We have to find a role for Vivica Fox. Can Vivica Fox play Carol Lamar? Maybe she can. Laugh aloud at G and Austin. Don't forget Eddie Murphy to audition. Yes. Listen, we might be able to get Eddie Murphy to play Nesto too now. He can do some things. Matt LeBlanc can play Wooten. Hands down, yes, he can. Ron Isley can play Dre. Yes, he can. All right. We listen. And then we're going to have to do an open casting call too. We're going to have to do an open casting call for some of the smaller roles. He is the actor from Friends. His edges look like Sonia though. Anyway, y'all stupid. Shirley Strawberry filed the first part of her divorce in September of 2023. So when he says he don't even know if he's still going to be married or not, because this is not too long after Sonia told him that Shirley basically told Lamont that she's done, so Let's see what else we got. That girl repping BK New York said, I saw the plays. Can Betty Crocker play Dre's crust for the peach cobbler? Tony B, if you don't take your tie behind the bed, King, I ain't messing with you tonight. One of the sponsors could be Temu. Veronica can have Veronica from the Have and Have Not can play Shirley. Absolutely. She done went from being in an urn on the counter. Okay, so Nesto done went from being in an urn on the counter to wearing a three-piece suit. Make it make sense. Jerome from Snowfall can play Dre. Okay, so we got an Ebony Steel. So Vivica is going to play Ebony Steel. All right, that'll work. You guys are hilarious. Make sure that you like the video on your way out if you didn't like the video on the way in. If you've been watching but you haven't yet subscribed, although I do like casual relationships from time to time, make it official. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And certainly if you want to take it to the next level, you can become a member. The ambassador level is $2.99. The VIP level is $7.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. But guys, this has been fun. I've had a great time with you. Another fun picnic. I am going to sleep well because I've been laughing so hard. My stomach hurts. Okay. And I Choose Joy said Queen Latifah can do the PCFP Shea voice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right, y'all. It's way past my bedtime. So we're going to wrap up this picnic. Make sure y'all get your plates on the way out. We out of aluminum foil, so don't even ask me. Just put a napkin on top. And I'm going to see y'all at the next Wisdom Family Picnic. It's been wonderful. You know how this goes. Be safe, be at peace, and keep your eyes and your ears to these social media streets. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.